the empty net. They score! Maple Leafs!
You're watching Samwelb12.
All right. Ground ball. Vladdy over. They do it. The Blue Jays have won the division. The Blue Jays have won the division. Pop them if you got them. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're watching Samwelb12 Experience.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Minnesota Wild. It is going to be a wild one tonight. It's going to get crazy as the Maple Leafs enter the stretch before the Olympic break. They're trying to get some points, and they got to earn some points, and tonight is a good night to do it, and I'll tell you why in just a little bit. But welcome in. It's Monday Night Prime. We are so happy to have you with us. We're going to have a good evening tonight, so welcome to the show, Maple Leafs, Minnesota Wild. My name is Sam. This is the Samwelb12 Experience live on the SB12 Sports Network. So welcome in, Lewis. How's it going? Beverly, good to see you. Billy, what's shaking? Welcome to the party. Hey there, Dallas in the house. What's up, Dallas? Good to see you as well here tonight. Mega, what's going on? Welcome in. Ben, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. T in the house. Welcome in. Alvia, welcome in. I hope you're feeling better. Kareem, what's up? Welcome in. Matthew, hello there. Olivia, what's up? Welcome in, one and all. And we are getting internet issues right out of the gate already. That is always fun, right? Oh, we love the internet. The internet is always good. Chris, what's going on? Welcome in, Mr. Buck. How's it going? Welcome to the show. Hopefully the internet is going to work its way out a little bit here, and it'll smooth out as we go. Oh boy. All right. Maple Leafs in tight. The Wild are a wild bunch, so the Leafs going to look to pull it off, and we got some lineup changes today. Let's get to those right now. Who's in? Who's playing? What's it going to look like? What's it going to be? Let's start with the Wild, who are 27, 13, and 9 coming into tonight. It's going to be Kirill Kaprizov. Kaprizov, boy, did he sign a nice little deal for himself. He's going to be with Yurov and Mats Zuccarello. Zuccarello likes playing these Maple Leafs, I'll tell you that much. Hey, Rhonda, how's it going? Drew, welcome in. Welcome to the show. We got Marcus Janssen going to be with Ryan Hartman and Vladimir Tarasenko, who I like a lot. Marcus Foligno going to be with Nico Sturm and Nicholas Abe-Kubel. We got Trenin with Ben Jones and Tyler Pitlick. On the D side, it's going to be Brock Faber and the newly acquired Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes going to be in there tonight. We got Jake Middleton with Jared Spurgeon and Damon Hunt with David Spacek, and Philip Gustafsson going to be getting the start for the Minnesota Wild tonight. Now, a lot of players out for Minnesota. No Matt Boldy, no Bogosian, no Eriksson Ek, no Broden. And boy, Jurasek, he is a healthy scratch tonight. So lots of opportunity here for Toronto. They have some injuries themselves that they're battling. So let's look at the Maple Leafs lineup, who, by the way, they are 24, 16, and 8 coming into tonight's game. Hey there, Wayne. Welcome in. Alan, how's it going? Vito, welcome into the show. Now, as you are coming in, hit that thumbs up button for us. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe as well. And if you're a first-time watcher, thank you so much for being here tonight. All right, here we go for the Maple Leafs. Now, this is not the lineup we would like to see, and I'm sure there might be some changing on the fly, but we got Bobby McMahon back with Austin Matthews and Max Domi. And again, what a pass, Matthews to Domi in overtime the other day. Hey there, Josh Hall, what's going on? So a big time pass, Matthews to Domi for the OT winner. We got Michelli with John Tavares, and Scott Lawton looks to be moving up here to this second line with Tavares and Michelli. Easton Cowan with Nick Waugh and Nick Robertson. They're back together. And then a fourth line, made up of Calle Yarncroke, Steven Lorentz, and newcomer called up from the Toronto Marlies, Jacob Quillen. So Jacob Quillen slots in tonight. No Matthew Nyes. Matthew Nyes took warm-ups. He was a game-time decision. He is a no-go tonight. So Matthew Nyes taking a maintenance day, and Jacob Quinlan is going to slide in. On the D side, Morgan Riley with Brendan Carlo, Ekman Larson with Jake McCabe, and then Simon Benoit with Troy Stetcher. And it's going to be Joseph Wall getting the start tonight for Toronto. So Waller sliding in. Hey there, Gumdrop. Welcome in. You are very, very, very welcome. Matt Benning, Philly Myers, the healthy scratches. Anthony Stolar is still out, but he is skating, he is practicing, and he is looking much, much better. Chris Tanev, he's going to be out long term. Dakota Mermis, he was sent down for conditioning, and hopefully he's going to be back soon. We got Dakota Joshua out with a kidney issue, it's listed as. That's not good. William Nylander officially listed as a groin injury now. So Gumdrop, your boyfriend, out with a groin injury. We hope he's going to be okay. And of course, Matthew Nyes, as we learned, is not going to be in the lineup tonight. Matthew Nyes is sidelined. So the Maple Leafs have some issues they are dealing with, but they're going to look to come on and be strong. Stefan, what's going on? Welcome, 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 welcome one, welcome all. Thank you for tuning in. Let's take a look how these two teams do compare. Who are the hot players to watch over their last 5 games? Well, Kaprizov, he's got 6 points in his last 5. 5 of those being assists. Ryan Hartman, 3 goals in his last 5. For the Maple Leafs, Austin Matthews has 3 goals in his last 5. Ekman Larson, 5 assists in his last 5 games. That's pretty good. Nylander was the hot player with points, 7 in his last 5 until he went down with injury. So that is going to be a little bit of an issue. It's very unfortunate. We are not going to have William Nylander here in the lineup tonight. So, man, I hope he is doing okay. 1 second. So hopefully Nylander is okay. We miss you. We want to see you back. Philip Gustafson, 15, 9, and 5, a record, and he's been okay with a 2.55 goals against and a 9.10 save percentage. Philip has 3 shutouts on the season. Joseph Waller, he comes in 11, 4, and 3, which is pretty good. A 2.73 goals against and a 9.14 save percentage, and he's got 2 shutouts on the year as well. Now, the Maple Leafs, they are sitting 23rd in the NHL listing for power play. Their power play, it was really bad. It started to get a little bit better, but it still has a lot of room to improve. Matthew is calling a Leafs win a day. Hey there, Matthew. Jimmy, what's going on? Welcome in. All good over here. The Minnesota Wild, they're a little bit better than us on the power play. 11th overall in the National Hockey League, 22%. On the penalty kill, Leafs continue to climb. They are now 3rd in the National Hockey League, 84%, where the Wild are back in 27th at 76.7%. Face-offs, Toronto is number 1, 56.5%. They win a lot of draws, and thank you to John Tavares and Scotty Lawton for winning their fair share of face-offs. They do an excellent job there. The Wild are way back 30th at 46.7%. Over the last 10 games, the Wild, they've struggled. They are 4-3-3. They did pick up a win in overtime versus the Buffalo Sabres, then a couple losses to Winnipeg, New Jersey, the Islanders, and they had another overtime win over Seattle. The Maple Leafs, who have been red hot lately, 7-1-2 in their last 10, of course, coming off an OT win over Winnipeg, a loss to Vegas and Utah. We won't talk about Utah, but they beat Colorado, Vancouver, Philly, Florida. I mean, they have been absolutely wild. So Maple Leafs looking to continue their hot streak tonight. Hey there, Duke. Duke's got the Leafs winning tonight as well. Joker, how's it going? Got to keep the feet moving. Got to keep moving. Joshua, how's it going? Perry, what's going on? Missing the Raptor games. When is your next Raptor game? Perry, I will take a schedule. It's been crazy over the last couple of weeks with our own kind of hockey tournaments going on with all the Leaf games. And of course, NFL playoffs have been wild, but we will get some Raptors soon. I promise. Raptors have been looking good. They're sitting in a great position. So I'm excited to see how the Raptors do continue to go and play. So, man, what will the Raptors do? How will they continue? Oh, man. All right. I'm actually expecting them to move 1 or possibly 2 blue liners. So Joshua says Sharks are still in the mood to make some more deals. They just picked up a blue liner, and we'll see what else they can do. What happened here? Wow. All right. We're dropping all over the place. There may be a problem with your network. Okay. So we got to fix We got to fix our network here. We got to get this sorted out. We got to make sure everything looks good. Give me a second here. Give me a moment. Let me grab the hard wire. Let me grab the hard wire. Hang on a second. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're grabbing the hard wire. We're going to hardwire in. I don't know what's happening with the internet today, so bear with us while we get this in and situated. One second. Okay. All right. We got the hard wire hardwired in. Hopefully, now this will fix it. Lala, welcome in, welcome in. It might take a minute to switch over to the hard wire. I don't know what was going on there. That was weird. That was weird. Hopefully, we'll get this fixed up. Hopefully, everything is all good and back in here for you. But yeah, man, gotta love the internet. There is a lot of crazy weather going on up here. A lot of crazy weather going on up here. And so hopefully that is going to be okay. Man, still having issues. All right, hopefully we're reconnected. Hopefully things are back up. Hopefully it's looking better. We should be on the hard wire now. I'm just trying to figure this out as we go, but we should be hardwired in. Internet should be good. New York is getting hit hard with snow. Mega, it's crazy. There's a lot of snow going on right now, and it is definitely playing with playing with everything. Can we just not get like a good day for weather? I tell you, I was driving today. I had to go to the bank. I was driving home and got hit with like this crazy blizzard. It was insane out of nowhere. And hopefully, yikes, hopefully this will be okay and continue to work moving forward. Although it still looks pretty icky. It still looks pretty icky. And I don't know what exactly is going on here. We want to watch some hockey. We're getting set. We're getting ready for the game. Getting ready for the game. We need a good internet signal. It's coming closer and closer and closer to puck drop. So we are just making sure that we can get everything stabilized here because we want hockey. We want hockey. So let's do one little check here. And then this will tell us, are we going to get a good night, or is this going to be an ugly night? So hopefully it's going to be a good night because the Leafs, they need a good night. We need them to have a good night. Hey there, Prep. We need to see some big time points coming in for the Maple Leafs. We want to see them get far. All right, looks like we're getting some solid download speeds, so that's good. We're just going to check the upload speeds here in a minute. Lots of snow. I've shoveled more times than I care to. I'm not going to lie. We've shoveled more times than we care to. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the upload speeds, not great on the upload speed. The download speeds are fine. But okay, at least we're getting some good speeds here. Looks like we're okay on the hard wire. We're gonna watch this as it goes, and hopefully it's gonna play out okay. We're moments away from this game to get going. It's just 7:30 now. Brandon, what's going on? Welcome, and thank you for the likes. Thank you, everybody. And let's go, Leafs go. Put your predictions in the chat. What do you think? What do you think the Leafs are going to win? Minnesota going to win? And who is going to have the better score? Let me know. I want to know what you think. Come on, as I fix this, fixing everything here as we go. My goodness. Okay, so here it is. Brennan says 7-6. Leafs. Wayne's calling for overtime. 5-4 in overtime. Do we have to really go to overtime again? I don't want another overtime. I can't deal with another overtime. I predict Sammy will be doing more shoveling. Theo, Sam Eagle, what's going on? That is a guarantee. Jays, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. Joker going 5-2 Toronto. Steven, how's it going? Steve, calling for the Wild, 5-3 for the Wild. Wow, wouldn't that be something if the Wild can come here and upset Toronto? Not much of an upset because they really do have a solid squad. 5-3 Leafs. Lala's calling. Dallas goes 3-2 Leafs. These times are killing me. Jeffrey's like, I can't take it. I can't take it. Prep goes 4-2 Leafs. No overtime, Richard says. We got this in regulation. Chris is going 3-2 Leafs. Andrew goes 4-2. Drew's going 3-2. Well, I kind of like that 4-2 number. Joshua's going 4-2 as well. I kind of like that 4-2 number. That is the number I am going with, 4-2. And I'm calling the goal scorers too. I'm going to call it. I'm going to predict Matthews gets another one. I'm calling. Who else are we going with? We'll go Matthews. I'll go Michelli, going to get a goal tonight. We're getting a first goal for Jacob Quinlan. We're getting Quinlan. He's going to get a goal. And let's go with, why not Oliver Ekman-Larsson? So those are my picks tonight. Ekman-Larsson, Quinlan, Michelli, and Matthews. Those are my 4 goal scorers. I think JT's going to get one. I was going to go JT, and I thought, you know what? He likes to pass, though. Maybe he's going to set up Michelli. Jeffrey's going Stetcher. Stetcher's a good pick. Kev Domi's a good pick, too, especially after that OT game winner. That's a good pick. He can shoot the puck. He did say in an interview he thought about giving it back to Matthews, but he couldn't pass up that shot. Hey, Karen, what's going on? Welcome in. 4-3 Leafs. Like it. Kevin, what's going on? Domi. Hey, Peter, what's up? McMahon. Calling McMahon to score the first. Another one for Bobby McMahon. Gumdrop going with Bobby. Bobby M. Drew says Tavares, Matthews, willy-nilly. No willy-nilly tonight. No willy-nilly. He's still out with a groin injury, so he's sitting with the frozen peas tonight. Rick saying Nyes and JT. Rick, no Nyes tonight. Nyes was a game time decision, so he is officially out of tonight's game. 5-3 Toronto. Matthews went with a couple of goals, giving Matty a couple. Wayne says a Riley hat trick and 2 from McCabe. Wow, Wayne, I will tell you this, and mark my words, and you'll have to remind me because I'm sure I'll forget. If Morgan Riley gets a hat trick tonight, I'm giving out a $25 Amazon gift card. If Morgan Riley gets a hat trick tonight, I'm giving, not only am I going to give one random subscriber a $25 gift card, Wayne, I will give you a $20 gift card as well for putting it out there. So we'll give away a couple gift cards if Morgan Riley gets the hat trick tonight. Somebody remind me of that. A Riley hat trick, gift card goes to Wayne, and we're going to give another one away. That is how confident I am. that probably won't happen, but we will see. Hey there, Mario. What's going on? Welcome in Niagara Falls. How's the weather over in Niagara Falls? Are you getting the snow like the rest of us are? Sign Lawton for $13 million with a 9-year and a no trade clause. Oh, Patrick. Oh, love the deals. Go Riley. Go Riley. Brendan, what's going on? 7-8. Has he ever had a hat trick before? Cosmike, I don't know. Hey, Chris, what's up? Welcome in, Jack. How's it going? Hope everybody's doing well. I don't know. Somebody look that up. If Sam was really confident, he'd give us all $20. Yeah, but you know what, Lala? With my luck, I would say if Morgan Riley gets a hat trick, every person in the chat gets. If I was to say that, we'd end up getting 1,000 people here. Riley would get 4 goals, and I'd have to declare bankruptcy. So I don't think that is a wise choice. The other thing we have coming up today, and I'm going to do one right now because I'm so impatient. We were at the hockey store today, and we got a couple packs of Series 1 hockey cards. We haven't opened up some hockey cards in a while, so we are going to crack a pack right now because I cannot wait for intermission, and we got a couple of minutes to go before this game starts. So let's go. Pack number 1. Let's do it. Same game parlay if you're looking to play. What they're predicting is Quinn Hughes with 1+ point, Matthews 3+ shots, and a Matthews anytime goal. That is what they are predicting here. Yeah, I don't like that so much, although it's pretty good. Matthews 3+ shots, that's almost a given, but that's not giving you great odds. Okay, let's go. Ben Sherratt, Seth Jarvis, Nick Schmaltz. We're waiting for the inserts, Matt Boldy. All right, here we go. We get a Jonathan Huberdeau, Calgary Flames, O-Pee-Chee Glossy. Do we get a young gun in here? Oh, we got an Upper Deck Canvas. Boo, Upper Deck Canvas. Adam Lowry for our Winnipeg fans. And we got a Sam Reinhart Bustle, a Sam Reinhart blue Bustle. No young gun in this pack. Number 1, boo. Schneider, Sider, Samuelson, Kelly, Nosen. No young gun. Wow, man. I usually have pretty good luck when I buy these retail packs. No young gun here in the first pack. We will see what else is going to happen in the other packs. We're going to save it for intermission time. Intermission time, but we are just getting ready to go. Couple afternoon games today. Avalanche over the Capitals 5-2. Penguins 6-3 over the Kraken. Hurricanes 2-1 over the Sabres. So with the Sabres loss, that opens the door for the Maple Leafs just a little bit. Just a little bit. Maple Leafs trying to get in that wild card spot. Buffalo 1 point ahead of them. Boston 2 points ahead of them with a win tonight. Leafs can find themselves over Buffalo back in that wild card position. So we need at least 1 point tonight. 2 would be nice. Let's go. Canucks trade Kiefer Sherwood to the Sharks. Yeah, we talked about that. If you haven't watched, I posted a little headlines news cap earlier today about 5 o'clock. So if you haven't watched it, go give it a little watch. It was really a little preview for tonight with some headlines. Go watch that video. Give it some hype. We'd appreciate that. You can hype a video, so we'd appreciate some hype. We will do a little bit more of that, posting daily headlines every couple of days and just keep you up to date on what's going on. Oh boy, we are set to go. Adriana, what's up? Welcome in. I'm falling behind. Kevin, what's shaking? Sean, how's it going? Welcome to the party, and this party is about to get crazy. It's about to get wild as the Leafs in the Wild moments away from kicking this one off. Tonight is Monday Night Prime, so let us pay and bring you all the action. Now, I got just a reminder, just a friendly neighborhood reminder. If you have not hit that thumbs up yet, click that thumbs up. It's free to do, and we want to get over 100 likes as quick as we can because that tells YouTube, hey, this is a pretty good place to be. And not only do you want to be like Michael K, who just hit that subscribe, lit the blue lamp. Michael, thank you so much for doing that. If you're not subscribed, be like Michael K, hit that subscribe. Come on, it's free. Be part of this community. B Money, what's going on? B Money wants to get wild. Let's go wild. Okay, so a couple of ground rules as we're waiting for them to go to the ice to start this game. We want you to have fun. We want you to cheer, whether you're a Leaf fan. And wait a second. Matthew Nyes is now on the ice. What happened to a game time decision and a no-go? So Matthew Nyes, I guess, changed his mind, and Matthew Nyes is on the ice. Well, let's rip up the lineup sheet, the projected lineup sheet, and throw it out the window because now that has changed. Matthew Nyes is back in. Does that mean Quinlan is a no-go tonight? We will have to see. So, like I was saying, we want you to cheer. Whether you're going for the Leafs, you're going for the Wild, it's A-OK. We're all inclusive. You are more than welcome to do so. You want to trash talk? That is even better, but all we ask is please keep it respectful. No personal attacks, no bullying. Have some fun, and let's have a party. Hey, Pickleball, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in. Nyes looks like he is good to go. The other thing, if you are watching this game on your own and you are listening to our play-by-play, because that's the way to do it, really, if you can, just make sure there's no spoilers. Let us call the play or let our widgets ruin it before we call it. Please don't put it in the chat before we get a chance to call it out loud. Okay, with all that said, let's have a potty. Let's have some fun. Bring us to the ice. We want to see the Leafs in the Wild tear this one up. As I look over my shoulder, end of the second period, about 30 seconds left, the San Jose Sharks are ruining the return of Matt Tkachuk as the Sharks are up over the Panthers 3-0 right now. 3-0. So that is also good news for the Maple Leafs. They can pick up some points tonight. Knuckle Puck, great name. Yes, It is correct. You are correct. Hey there, user. I'm in the UK, so can't watch the game, but watching this instead. Well, thank you for being here. We appreciate you, and thanks for joining us. That not hard, Sam. Most folks are getting the game. Yeah, no, it's the way to do it and have some fun lighting it up. If they would only do us a solid and bring us the game, because we're sitting here, they're really dragging this on. We just want to see the game. Get rid of your pregame. Bring us the game. Let's play some hockey. In my hockey game, I'm in third round of the playoffs as the Maple Leafs. Ha! Nice, Chris. Go get him. Hey, Light, what's up? Welcome in. Who's Adam? Did I see an Adam come in? Hey, Adam. Welcome in. Welcome. Okay. Looks like they're going to their last little kind of breaky thing here before we get to this game. Coming up next, the Wild, the Maple Leafs. Let's do it. If you were with us over this past weekend, we streamed a number of unbelievable football games. Wild card was last weekend. Divisional games was this weekend. It was crazy. Lots of controversy. Lots of fun stuff. We're going to have more football coming up this weekend. So if you're an NFL fan, join in later. Oh, Adrian, not Adam. My bad. Join in this weekend. Sunday is going to be a crazy one. Oh, we got a little bit of a freeze. Sunday is going to be a crazy day. We got the Maple Leafs at 1:30 on Sunday versus the Colorado Avalanche. Then it's going to be back-to-back football games. So Sunday is going to be all sports all day. It's going to be a great one. We're just waiting on confirmation of the football times. I thought I saw it's going to be like a 4 and a 7. Some people are saying 4 and 8. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to look it up. We'll get it all straight. But Sunday is going to be a busy day, a very busy day. Bradley, what's going on? Welcome in. Hello there. So an Adam, Sam. Oh, there you go. Gotcha. Okay, there's also an Adam. I gotcha. Hey, Donald, welcome in. What make-believe are you in that the Leafs are in the third round of anything? Oh, Kevin's bringing it early, and that's what we like to see. Hey, Brent, how's it going? I am doing fantastic. I'm in a good mood, and I'm excited for this Leaf team. Leafs NHL, don't we? Right? Nothing. I agree with you more. I agree with you, and I get it. Ada, how's it going? Welcome in. No, we cannot do that. Strongly inked Leafs, Mario Ferrero, and the Sharks have strong interest in Nick Robertson. I know, Joshua, you said it before, and I will say it again. If that's the deal, if it's 1-for-1, Ferrero for Robertson, sign me up. I make that move. I don't see the upside in it for San Jose, but hey, that is okay. Welcome in, everybody. Again, keep smashing that thumbs up for us. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. Do you know how the Raptors do? Raptors are pretty good. I think Raptors are like 4th or 5th in their conference. They are right up there. Which is pretty cool. The tourist thing. Oh, nice, Wayne. Do the tourist thing. Yeah, we have football, and it was pretty wild. Adrian, how's it going? Welcome in. All right, finally, you ready to drop the puck? Wow, they just come back from their little break. No warning, no nothing. All right, let's get it going. Wow, that was they just jumped right in and said, hey, we're going to get this game going. We are underway. We're going to explain everything to you very, very soon. So bear with us. The widgets will pop up, but this game has officially started. We are underway. The Wild's going to have the puck back in their own zone. Jay, yeah, on Prime, they don't show the anthems. They just do more pregame interviews. Back around the corner, we got a glove down. This is going to be brought out. Leafs racing back, trying to chip it. Domi with some speed, maximum effort, almost putting it in. Over to Matthews behind the net. Matthews cannot clear. Brock Faber going to pick it up. Domi almost intercepted, tipped it out. Morgan Riley has to hustle back. He's got to come pick this one up. Riley going to play it around the boards over to Carlo. Carlo, far side, getting it ahead. Here comes Michelli on the move, taking a shot. That one's blocked. Rebound coming through. Riley picks it up. He throws it towards the net. Matty Nye's on here. Nye's going to take a little bit of a bump. Battling behind the net. Nye's still fighting here. Stretching out that arm, trying to create some space. Maybe he's been watching some football. Over to Tavares. Over to Nye. So it looks like Nye's, Tavares, and Michelli. the second line. Here's a long shot. That's going to be tipped. So the question is, who sits? Is it Quinlan or is it Yarncroke? As Minnesota clears this one out. Hot start here for Toronto. Michelli, he's going to play this one back. Leafs going to organize it in their own side of the ice. Nick Robertson, trade value is the same as Igor Chinkovich. Young player, second and third. That's all right. This is going to be tipped in. And we got some whistles. So it's going to be offside. My Lakers beat the Raptors on the weekend. Yeah, and hey, how about LeBron James? First time not selected as a starter to the All-Star game. A funny hop. Almost came right to Domi in a nice chance. Riley is slow. He is. Hey, Terry, what's going on? Welcome in. So a good start here. So we got Easton Cowan on the second line here with Robertson and Waugh. We're curious to see what the fourth line is going to look like. Waugh going to win this draw back. Over to Benoit. He's going to dump this one in. Hughes going to shovel it around over there on the sideboards. Nick Waugh going to come in. Cowan in there as well. Leafs keeping it for a second. It comes back to Hughes. Quinney, long pass. Getting this one out of their own zone. They kind of bobble it in the neutral zone. The Maple Leafs going to play this one back. Leafs in their own end. Benoit playing it up. It's going to be shoveled in, not deep. Minnesota sends it right back out. Faber down the ice. And this is going to be an icing call as they touch it up. So very interesting. They were talking nines the whole time. They were talking about him not starting. He wasn't taking line rushes. Knives was just kind of hanging out by the bench, kind of testing things out, and he is a go. He is a go, and it looks like Quinlan is the man out. So Knives in, Quinlan is out. Darn it, I'm going to have to pick somebody else to score. Here comes Minnesota. Hughes off the draw, bringing it up, turning it over, and Lawton going to flip this one right back in. Here comes the fourth line of the Maple Leafs. Yarncroke and Lorentz in here on the forecheck. Lorentz and Yarncroke digging here on the far side, trying to get it out. Jones doing a nice job tying him up. Jones battling in here with Brock Faber. Leafs going to scooch it out. It hits the referee, comes right out, and a shot by Lorentz right into the glove of Gustafsson. Holy smokes. Gustafsson having a little laugh while talking to the official. The pass was going around behind the net. It hit the official, came right out into the slot. And he fired that one in. Don't pick Raleigh. Conflict of interest. I won't. But wow, comes right out in front, and Steven Lorentz with a gorgeous chance. Hey, Bart, how's it going? Yeah, boy, San Jose looking mighty fine right now. Mighty fine. Off the draw, Minnie going to win this one, bringing it around. Over on the near side, Carlo can't hold it in. It comes out. Lawton is going to play this one all the way back. Lawton gets it returned. Now he's playing some catch with Riley. Riley standing almost in the slot. Going to pass this one all the way up. Misses its intended target. Minnesota getting back. No icing called. Minnie going to start to pass around in their own zone. Here's a long pass as they're going to break it out. Here comes Jirasek, who's in the lineup as well. So our projected lineup sheet is complete trash today. Thank you to whoever wrote that projected lineup sheet. Kaprizov going to try and pass this one up. Misses his intended target in Hartman. The Leafs have to watch Hartman. He is a little chippy. Here comes Matthews. Matthews going to work it up to Domi. Domi getting over the red line, trying to get it over to Bobby McMahon. Couldn't do that. Goes around behind the Wild's net. Wild going to play this one across. Little stick check there by Domi, tying it up. McMahon comes over as well. Domi walking out of the corner with it to Matthews. Back around to McMahon to the point. Here's a long shot looking for a tip in front. Matthews got a piece, but not all of it. Kaprizov is slashing at it. He's going to pick up this puck. He's going to look to carry. Battling it along the sideboards. Domi doing a nice job. And again, it's the Minnesota Wild. This time it's Damian Hunt. Going to play it off the boards, and the Wild bringing it into the Leaf zone. Benoit trips up his man. The arm goes up. Leafs are going to get a penalty as Zuccarello slow to get up off the ice. And Simon Benoit going to pick up the first penalty of the game. Wow. All right, so our lines here, our lines have not adjusted. There we go. Get our lineups adjusted here. So I'll explain at the first commercial break everything you are seeing and exactly what is going on, and that is not exactly how it should be presented. So let's make a little adjustment here on the fly.
Everyone thinks it's all these skill guys. Is the glue. We don't have him. It's tough to get by without him.
All right, there we go. Good enough. Off the draw, Quinn Hughes going to set it up as it's a 2-minute man advantage here for the Minnesota Wild. Carlo going to intercept with a long reach. Going to send this one all the way down the ice. Dan with the stink face. Love that emoji. One of my favorite redemptions. Sugar Hill, what's going on? I think he's got some value. I really do. I'm a fan of Robertson, so I would like him to stay. Working it back to Hughes. Hughes going far side. Kaprizov is open. He gets it to Hughes, to Kaprizov, back to Hughes. No shot yet. Now Hughes is going to play this over. Here's a long shot. Hits a body in front, comes right to Hughes. Hughes to Kaprizov in the corner. Backhanding it over, trying to center in front. They do, and they score. The Minnesota Wild with a power play goal. Unbelievable. It's Vladimir Tarasenko who's going to get the goal. The shot, the rebound came right to Hughes, to Kaprizov, who makes a nifty backhand out of the corner, right to Hartman. Hartman across to Tarasenko, and he buries it. Jake McCabe chases to the corner. Carlo down on his knees. He left his man, leaves Tarasenko wide open, and he makes no mistake to bury it. Wall cannot get over fast enough. So a little bit of a trouble, a little bit of a problem as everybody shifts over, and the opening man is there at the side of the net, back door, and nobody covers him. So here we go, 1-0 Wild. That is their first shot on net. Leafs going to look to rebound. Hey, Davey boy, what's going on? Let's go. Wake up, T.O. Wake up. Here's another long shot by Tarasenko. Hartman and Kaprizov, by the way, picking up the assist. Minnie still with it. Hughes is circling. Hughes putting on the brakes, backing it up, sending it over. Tarasenko waiting at the point. Shot is going to come deflected up high. Hughes getting there first. Another backhander through the legs. Nice pass to Urov. Waiting at the point. Hughes going to cycle it. Now comes to Tarasenko. He's going to put this one over before peeling up to the slot. Back to Hughes. Tarasenko goes to change up. Hughes walking the blue line, being watched. Come on, Leafs, use the stick. Now they put it over. Leafs scrambling. Minnesota waking up. Pass is picked off, and Michelli going to slide this puck up. Wow, Toronto had a good start, but it's been all Minnesota. Leafs going to intercept now. Nick Waugh going to back this one up. They're going to slow it down. Let's go, Leafs. Let's pick it up. Oh, Drew, they are so good, both of those players. Tarasenko, man, he was unbelievable in Florida. I can't believe he didn't stay there, to be honest with you. Hey, Kareem, hope it stays up. The wind and the storm is bad here. Yeah, Kareem, it's going to be a lot of snow. Here comes Toronto. Robertson over the line. Tries to go inside, outside. Putting it across. Nick Waugh with the one-timer, but it has his pocket picked as Foligno got a stick in the way. Back to the line. McCabe going to hold this one in. Playing it over. Now it's back to Ekman-Larsson. He shoots. Rebound. Cowan puts it just wide. Cowan coming so close, and that one goes wide. There's another trip up. Toronto getting away with that one. Leafs going to regroup in their own zone. 13-18 to go here in the first period of play. Again, welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. Suzanne, how's it going? I'm a big fan of Stetcher. Big fan of Stetcher right now. Here comes Toronto. Matthews driving the net, and he's steered into the goal, and he crashes the goalpost hard. Gustafsson wanted a goaltender interference call on Matthews. Matthews is steered into the net, and he crashes hard into the goalpost. Real hard into that goalpost. They're going to go to commercial break. Matthews was flying, takes the bump, catches the goalpost right here. Flies kind of over the goaltender and rocks that goalpost just under the arm. Yikes. All right, well, they're on commercial break. Let's explain what is going on here. Over on the far side, it's going to list all the players. They're on the ice at the time. You can see their stat lines as it goes. Right here, where all these little X's are, bing, 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 and where that red dot is, that indicates the goals. Anything in red are the Minnesota plays. Anything in blue are Toronto. Now, the X's indicate the shots, and the dot indicates where the goal was scored from. Just up here, you're going to see where the puck is moving, but this is in near real time. So this is going to be a little bit ahead of what we're calling, because we're, based off the broadcast. There's a little bit of a delay. And of course, you got the scoreboard up top, which includes those shots on goal. So now that you know what's going on over on the vertical stream, if you're watching over on the talk, you got the score right below us. Below the score, you got the puck movement, and at the very bottom of your screen is going to be where the shots are coming from. Hey, Crime City, how's it going? Yeah, power play goal. Vladimir Tarasenko has the Wild up 1-0. It was a doozy of a goal. It was a real nice goal. Limping in after last night's loss. Good evening. Welcome in the other door. Hope you're doing all right. Want the Leafs to pick this one up. Need them to get going. Yeah, Suzanne, we'll do a little bit more trivia tonight. We'll do some more trivia. School buses here haven't ran since that big story ended. Wow, prep. Yeah, there's been so much snow. It's more complicated than going to the moon. Now we make it easy for you. We show you everything you need to do. So even if you have a couple drinks, you can still follow along and know what is what. All right, waiting for the Jets game. The Jets, they're looking to improve their season. Hey, Stacey Matthews is okay. He's all right. Took a little bit of a hard bump, but he is okay. And no penalty. Wow. I didn't think Matthews would get a penalty. I would have thought Minnesota would have got a penalty for driving him into the net. But no dice. Leafs try to clear. Hits the Minnesota player. Leafs going to regroup. Backing it up in their own end. Ekman Larson with the puck. Going to put this one off the boards. Toronto sliding it into the Minnesota zone. Matthews and Domi coming on the forecheck. They're going to leave Faber alone as he's going to set it up behind the net. Here comes Faber. Domi chasing after him. Going to work this one up to the far side for Hartman. Hartman dishes it in. Goes around behind the Leafs net. They're going to continue to rotate it around to the point. Faber keeps it in. Puck now over on the far side. Matthews coming over. He's working with Ekman Larson. Puck comes to Domi. Domi gets it out. Saw Benoit or a Bobby McMahon breaking. Couldn't get him the puck. Plays it back. Matthews had it. Matthews loses it. Here comes Quinn Hughes. Hughes over the line. He's steering away from traffic. Riley couldn't take it from him. Right up the middle with a shot. Faber going far side. That one misses. Back to the line. Kaprizov keeps this one in. Morgan Riley going over to pick this one up. Riley going to look to move. He's going to skate it up. Doesn't even come close to the red line. Shoots it in, and luckily the goaltender comes out to play it to negate the icing. Minnesota going to work this one up the near side of the ice, and it'll leave zone, cross pass. That one does not connect with Tyler Pitnick. Down in the corner, Riley, Carlo trying to get it. Neither can pick it up. Minnesota with this one. They really need to break up this pairing. Big crash in front of the net. Little bang and crash on the goaltender. Ref letting it go because he's not paying attention. Coming back. Here's a shot. That one steers to the corner. Carlo slow getting over there. Minnesota able to keep this one going. Coming right out in front of the net. One whack at it. Almost a second as Minnesota walks out of the corner. Ben Jones with a chance. And this pairing of Riley and Carlo needs to go away fast. Sharks help the Leafs tonight. Sharks are up 3-0 on the Panthers. There you go. There you go. New Fiesca, welcome in. Thank you for hitting that follow. We appreciate it. Thanks for everybody who's hitting those follows tonight. And welcome in to the show. All right, we're 30. Oh, no, I lied. We're 18 likes away. If you haven't hit that like yet, and go. 18 likes to go. Hey, Evan, welcome in. Rick, what's going on? Yeah, we got to talk about the points. I need to explain the points to everybody. Jay. Amazing. Amazing. This is going to be played up and into the Minnesota bench. So we're going to get a face-off coming up just outside the Minnesota line. They are, Adriana, they are playing Matthews very close and very physical. Very physical. But he's up for it. He's got this. Leafs off the draw, going to win this one back. Benoit going to dish it in. Gustafson coming out to stop it. He misses it. Tavares can't catch up to it. Michelli coming up with a big cross check. Ooh, lucky he didn't get called there. Going to center in front. Tavares with a whack. Knives with a whack. Tavares attempted another whack. He couldn't get it. And the Wild are going to clear this one out. Where'd the puck go? Must have hopped up and out of play. So some chances. Leafs getting some chances. Gustafsson tracking that puck very, very well. Hey there, Frank. So just the one to wait until the end of the first period to see the Wild go wild on the Wild night with Domi. Yeah, we'll see. I would love to see Domi go off tonight. All right, face-off set up. Nick Waugh going to win this one back. Thank you, Rick, hitting that subscribe. Welcome into the community. PNZ says, let's go Wild. Wild are going off tonight. They're skating hard. They got a lot of speed, which is exciting. By the way, what we didn't mention tonight, for those that are playing at home and want to know who the officials are in tonight's game, Francis Chiron and Brendan Blandina are the orange stripes tonight. Here comes Minnesota into the Leaf zone. That one is turned over. Leafs going to pick this one up, getting it out of their own zone. Nick Waugh going cross ice to Robertson. Robertson pulls up. He's in here, going to cycle it back for Nick Waugh. Cowan behind the net, can't hang on to the pass. Jake McCabe pinching way up, coming to Robertson, who tees off on it with the driver and put it that one high and just missed the top corner. Now he comes in with a nice shoulder check, and Minnesota going to clear this one out. Nick Waugh back to pick it up. Waugh back to his defenseman, Ekman Larson, going to quickly turn it. Cowan, not a great pass there. That's a pass that'll get you benched. Is Minnesota coming in with 3. Minnesota shooting. That is blocked. Nice little stick work there by McCabe. Matthews going to pick it up. His pass, little too high for Robertson. Batted down out of the air. What a save. What a save by Joseph Woll. And some pushing and shoving and cross-checking in front of the net as Joseph Woll makes a massive save. A massive save. The puck comes up. It's batted out of the air, and he kicks that left leg out to hang on to it before everybody could come and get rid of the pressure. Wow. They are going to take a commercial break right now. Super low shots on both sides. Yes, low shots to start this game. 3 apiece right now. I think the guy on the shot button has fallen asleep because the Leafs have had about 6. And Minnesota just had another 2 whacks at it there. So I think this shot guy is kind of falling asleep. So we should see that turning around. All right, well, we have a minute while they're at commercial break. Let me explain to you how the points work. Just by hanging out and chatting, and the more you chat, the more you earn, but you earn points just from chatting along. You can check your points at any time by typing !points in the chat, and that will tell you and say, you have so many points. Then you see all these people putting !redeem and then a keyword. When you do that, you're redeeming some of your points to bring up graphics just like the Hulkster. Just like the Hulkster, getting the Leafomaniacs running wild. So you can redeem your points to bring up graphics on screen, and it's a way that you can play along and have some fun. So !points will tell you how many points you've earned. If you're brand new and you literally just came in, it might take a couple minutes to register you, and then you'll start earning points. Now over on YouTube, YouTube does this other thing where the more you chat and the more you're engaged, if you super chat and do all that stuff, you earn what they call XP. So you'll see at the top of your chat, there's a little crown and it says top fans. That will show you who the top people are in the chat today and how much XP they've earned. That is based, again, on how much you interact, and if there's super chats or anything like that, you earn XP. And that does reset every single game. So if you're not leader tonight, you can be the leader tomorrow. Or do that to my shirt. You don't want to see what's under the shirt, I promise you. All right. So let's pick this one back up. Let's get this one going. Leafs Wild. Wild going to win this draw. Back to the point. They're going to hammer this one around. Minnesota in the slot side of the net. They score again. Oh, no. Oh, no. 2-0. This is going to be Ryan Hartman off the draw. McCabe misses the pass to McMahon. The Wild keep this one in. Hartman is just sitting here at the side of the net all alone. Ekman Larson, that is your fault. Jake McCabe smashes his stick on the glass to say, "Glass, I don't like you." Oh my goodness, they just blew their coverage. Yikes. 2-0 Mini. Wow. That was ugly. For sure it's off. Kevin, I'm good, really. Same with what's under yours. There you go. Here comes Mini again as the Leafs falling behind. Kaprizov can't get it. Bobby McMahon chipping this ahead. Domi is racing in. It's chipped behind. Bobby McMahon has the stick knocked out of his hands. Kaprizov playing it off the boards. Long cross ice pass. We're trying to get back is Carlo. Spinning around. Domi coming back. He throws a hit. Here is a shot. That one trickles through into the corner. In the slot again. Toronto, it's the little black discus thing that's being moved around. That's what you need to get. They're all standing still. Pass hits Bobby McMahon's stick. This is going to come out right to Quinn Hughes. Hughesy, he's spinning around, and he's going to bring this back. Leaves it for the captain. Trying to set it up as Jared Spurgeon. They're going to send it down the ice. Wall comes out of his net. Going to leave it here. Look out. Mini is right there on top of them again. Minnesota digging in the corner. Mini walking away. Comes right to Wall. Wall says, enough of this. I'm hanging on to it. My goodness. That's right, Donald. The Leafs do need to smarten up. It has been a struggle here. It has been a struggle. Some blown coverage by the D-men on both goals. The forwards were in their spots. They were down at the points. They were on their way back in when Minnesota took the puck away, and Zuccarello finds Hartman, and Hartman just walks out of the corner to tuck it in. All right, off the draw, Leafs have possession now. Tavares going to give it to Michelli. Michelli trying to step around his man. He's going to try and break this up. A little flip pass to Tavares. Takes it off his skate, bringing it in down to Nyes. Nyes getting bumped in the corner. He's still digging. Tavares is digging. Held in at the line by Benoit. Benny with it, throwing it towards the net. A tip by Michelli goes just wide. Nyes picks it up, spinning in the corner. He's still working. I tell you, Nyes does not look like himself at all right now. Something tells me he could have used the day off. Tarps off. Tarps off. Toronto going to play this back to their own end. 7:47 to go. Here in period number one, the Leafs in a little itty bit of trouble. Here's Riley, a long pass up, and it's tipped in. Chasing it is Yarncroke. Yarny going to get this one, playing it back to the point. Back over to Yarncroke, going to shoot this one in deep. Morgan Riley all the way down to the goal line in the corner. He gets tied up here with Trinan. Over to Lawton. Lawton backhanded out in front in the high slot. Here's a shot right into the glove of Gustafson. Nice shot by Yarncroke. Wow. Yeah, no benefits. Unbelievable, eh? Unbelievable. They were digging in here. They were digging. Minnesota, they are all over them right now. Do I have a Go Leafs Go one? I don't even remember what my own keywords are. Vesto, what's going on? Welcome in. Rhonda, hello there. Welcome in. Let's do this. I guess Go Leafs Go isn't the redemption command. I don't even remember what it is. Oh, it is Go Leafs Go. There it is. Go Leafs Go. Back to the line. Ekman Larson playing it up. Toronto spinning it down to Nick Waugh down in the corner. Nick Waugh, one hand on the stick. He's going to walk out. Nicky needs someone to pass it to. Sliding it back to the point. Robertson is here. Robertson feeding it over. Ekman Larson with the shot, and that one is going to be taken in the chest. 7:01 to go, but at least the Leafs are moving the puck. They're waiting too long to shoot, though. Can't decide on a name. That is a great name. We need Minnesota to lose for our standings in the Western Conference. You need them to lose. I need them to lose so my Maple Leafs can pick up some points for sure. But not the horses in the barn tonight. All right. Good luck today, Kevin. Good luck. All right, Matthews going to take this draw. He loses it. Minnesota going to flip this one up and down. Riley going to knock it down with his glove. He goes to the boards, battling here with Pitlick. Toronto going to come away with it. Over to Riley, the middle to Matthews. Matthews misses that pass. Bobby Mack is coming up here on Spurgeon. Spurgeon playing it around. Toronto intercepting. They can't hold it in. Domi turns it over. And this puck going to come all the way back to the Leafs end of the ice. Toronto playing it up. Matthews to McMahon. McMahon's pass hits a leg. And again, Toronto has to back it up. Back it up. Here's McCabe. He's going to look around. McCabe going to put this across. Carlo back over to McCabe. McCabe up the middle. Laurent's going to tip it in. And here come the horses. Lorentz, Lawton digging in here. Faber pushed up along the boards. Hartman is in there battling. Kaprizov, he's going to fish this one out. And look out. Faber gets it. Toronto can't steal. They actually knock it out instead of deeper in. Now Lorentz puts it in. Yarncroc battling. Pass coming across. Lawton can't pick this one up. Let's go. That's Chris, my girlfriend that I was watching Baywatch reruns at camp. That's awesome. That's funny. I do like the remake of Baywatch with The Rock. It's a pretty fun movie. Not a great movie, but it's a nice rainy day movie. Wall gives it away from behind the net, and Toronto got lucky there. Leafs going to play this one up. Going to slide it into the Minnesota zone. Fourth line going to go change up. And Minnie going to continue to press. Minnie coming down the ice, putting this one deep in the zone, picking it up. Big bump behind the net. Tavares going over for it. He's trying to get it. Michelli gets in the mix. Minnesota battling the boards. Minnie's just doing such a great job along these board battles. Again, Jurasek working through, going to pass this one back. Minnie a little flip. They keep it in. Long shot. Hits a leg, goes into the corner. Down around behind, Stetcher going back for it. He slashes at it, can't get it. Puck goes past Stetcher again. Minnie picking it up. Michelli misses to intercept. Here's a long shot. Wall made the save. Coming across, he dives across, and Minnesota puts it just wide as Foligno was right there. AJ's dad, what's going on? Welcome in. Putting this one back in front. Trying to get it through. They intercept. I have no idea, AJ's dad. No clue. Leafs hanging on to it. 4.5 to go in the first period. 4.5 to go. Go, Leafs. Cannon, what's going on? Let's go wild. Thank you, Can't Decide, for hitting that follow. This is coming back. Toronto going to chip it across. And again, Tarasenko playing it over. Ekman-Larsson can't get it. Riley is there. He can't get it. Ekman-Larsson going to chip it over. Now it's going to come out to Cowan. Cowan on the move. Easton Cowan going to flip this one in the corner. Him and Robertson going in after it. Cowan actually trips over Robertson's leg, and the Wild are going to play this one out. Ekman-Larsson going to turn around. It's intercepted by Cowan. Over to Nick Waugh. Waugh into the zone. He's all alone, and he's just going to play this one down deep in there. I'll go Miami. Setting this one up, Minnesota. Ready to start moving it ahead. 3:35 to go here in this first period of play. Dumped in. Carlo back to get it. Carlo trying to play it around the boards. McCabe comes away with it. Gets it up to Matthews. Matthews, his pass intended for Bobby Mack does not connect. Faber going to turn. Matthews intercepts. Austin going to play it over to McMahon. Now back down in the corner. Matthews coming in. Has Domi with him. Puck goes around behind the net. Over to Domi. Domi face-off dot. Over to Benoit. Benny taking this one deep, throws it in front of the net. It's tipped up. Matthews tried to chip it down. Oh, they came close, but not close enough. Faber going to play this one out, getting a little bit of help from his forward. And Toronto with a good effort there on that shift. Stetcher is back to pick it up as the Maple Leafs making a line change. Let's go. No, was there really a goalie fight? Oh, man. I got to turn around and catch the replay. We might have to look that one up. Oh, yeah, I see the goalie without his helmet on. Sharks and Panthers in a goalie fight. This coming down the ice. Toronto backing it up. I'm looking over my shoulder in case they show a replay. Tarasov is on the bench. He's getting some water. Leafs going to play this one up. Nick Robertson going to play it all back. And it looks like Nedeljkovic is getting his stuff sorted out. Nye stepping up, going to throw it to Tavares. Tavares coming in back to Nyes. That one doesn't connect. Here comes Minnesota. Foligno going to chip this one down in the corner. Back around. Okay, here's a replay. Hang on a second. Oh, yeah, the goalies got into it. Oh, yeah, the goalies. San Jose and Florida, we got a goalie fight. Oh, they don't show the whole thing. Boo. All right, we'll see if... Man, that was awesome. We need to end-to-end goal by Wall. See Wall go end-to-end? It would be awesome. Super Bowl predictions. Well, I'll tell you, after this weekend's games, man, the Seahawks look undeniable. So I think we're going to get Patriots versus Seahawks. Those are my predictions. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. hug it out. Just hug it out. That will be on the highlight reel in town. Absolutely, Dallas. Absolutely. Go Broncos. Go Broncos. This is going to be a good game. There's going to be a couple really good games this weekend. I'm excited for it. If you're just a casual football fan, if you're not a diehard, this weekend are going to be games to watch. It is going to be so exciting. It is going to be awesome. So I'm looking forward to it. We're going to see if we can call both games on Sunday. So make sure you check in here for your NFL action on Sunday. You talking so AJ's dad, I mean, I don't like it. It was all staged. It wasn't a real fight. It was all staged. But that there's no need for any of that stuff. There's no need for, staging fights with little kids. You don't need that in minor hockey. So hopefully the coaches will get what's coming to them. You know who likes a good goalie fight? I tell you, no goalie fight will be as good as Felix Potvin and Ron Hextall. Felix Potvin and Ron Hextall was the best goalie fight of all time, in my opinion. I mean, second coming up was Patrick Waugh and who was the other goalie? Colorado and Detroit. When those guys got at it, that was pretty darn good. All right, so we're waiting for them to come back and get this game started. Bill's coach is going. I heard Bill's coach got fired, which is crazy. Bill's coach got fired. Bill's really got hosed big time. That was a terrible, terrible call. How you don't review that in overtime is despicable. So John Tavares took a high stick, got it in the forehead. So it looks like the Leafs are going to come away with a power play. That's what we were waiting for them to sort out. So Spurgeon is going to go to the box. Tavares is okay. No gash. Oh, he actually has a big cut on his nose, but it's not bleeding. So the Maple Leafs with an opportunity with the man advantage. Leafs on the power play. Tavares going to take this draw. Matthews coming in the circle, comes away with the puck. Leaves it here at the point. This is a horrible camera angle. Matthews down low, comes off the boards. Oh, Tavares puts it just wide. Nice. Couldn't get a stick on it either. Back to Matthews. Down low. Nice. Centering in front. They score! John Tavares! Wow. There we go. Johnny T. Johnny T puts it in. Tavares gets the goal. Will always be our captain. John Tavares, a power play goal. What a nice play. What a great bounce pass. Absolutely wild. That was huge. There goes my hero. John Tavares getting it done. Thank you, sir. 1:36 to go. The Leafs have tied this one up. SB12. It's in the game. Live the game. All right. Tavares with the cut on his nose gets the goal. And it's 2-1. I think I said tied it up. 2-1. So they are on the board. They get one back. Good job, JT. 2-1. And wait, we have another power play? They gave him 4 minutes, so we still have a power play. They gave him 4 minutes. Let's get another one. Toronto coming in. Nye's going to drop it off to Matthews. To Riley to Matthews. Matthews cycling around. Back to Riley. I got so excited. I didn't even realize it was 4 minutes. Back up top. Riley shooting. Rebound. That one is poked off the boards. Matthews trying to get it to the point. Tavares trying to steal. Matthews can't get it. Goes behind the net. Michelli comes flying in. He knocks it down. Minnesota going to clear around the boards. Toronto. Tavares holds it in. Going to play it around off the boards again. Minnesota this time. Another effort. They're going to play it to the middle of the ice. Here comes Minnesota. Walking in shorthanded. Shooting. That one's going to go wide. And that's going to roll to the line. Minnie keeps this one in. 1 minute to go on this power play. 38 seconds left to go on this period. Wow. Way to go, guys. One more. Leafs going to play it back. 30 seconds to go. In the period, Leafs will start period number 2 with an abbreviated power play. Dumping it in. Robertson chasing. Robertson, he has it in the corner, trying to get it to Cowan. Domi playing it to Cowan, over to Robertson. They go small here. Back up to the point. Ekman Larson Playing it to Cowan. Cowan back to Ekman Larson. He shoots right in the breadbasket, and a nice save by the mini goalie with 5 seconds left to go. It was a 4-minute penalty. So because there was a high stick on Tavares, he got cut. So Tavares was bleeding. So he got 4 minutes on the high stick. So 4 minutes on the high stick. They scored 1 power play goal, which got rid of the first 2 minutes, and now the second 2 minutes. How's it going? Welcome in. The one time the Sabres, Panthers, Capitals lose. Oh, we'll see. A lot of game left. Nyes and Matthews picking up the assist here. Matthews comes in to take the draw. He's going to lose this one. Back in the corner, 2 seconds to go. This should do it. Buzzer is going to end. First period is going to end. 24 seconds left to go on the power play. Green and yellow jerseys. The Minnesota Wild are wearing the white jerseys tonight. The white with the green shoulders is the jerseys they are wearing. So that was a heck of a period. A real nice period of play. Toronto jumped out at first. Minnesota, a couple of goals. Then Toronto finished strong and was able to get one back. Your goal scorers, Tarasenko on the power play from Hartman and Kaprizov. Hartman then scores from Zuccarello and Kaprizov. John Tavares gets his goal, his 18th on the power play, and it's from Nyes and Matthews. 8 shots for Minnesota, 7 for Toronto. So both teams, some low scoring. Hey, Mr. Scotty, what's going on? Taking a look, Toronto 57.9% in the faceoff circle. They are 11 of 19. Minnesota only winning 8 faceoffs here so far. Each team with a power play goal, they each go 1 for 1, which is great for the power play numbers. Not so good for the penalty kill numbers. 8 hits for Toronto, 6 hits for Minnesota. Block shots, 4 for Toronto, 6 for Minnesota. 6 giveaways Toronto, and 4 for Minnesota. The 2 penalties came to Simon Benoit, 2 minutes for tripping, and Jared Spurgeon, 4 minutes, the double minor for the high stick. So those are the stats from the first period of play. The reason this game is so important, with Washington losing and Buffalo losing, Toronto needs 1 point to tie Buffalo to take on that last wild card spot. 2 points will put them in it alone. Florida also losing tonight, which is key. Speaking of, it is 3-1 Sharks. If you're in a pool and you want to know who scored, don't worry, I'll tell you. Will Smith picked up a goal from Liljegren and Wenberg. Vinny Desharnais, he picks up a goal for Chernchevov, and Michael Misa picks up an assist. Mario Ferrero picks up a goal from Igor Chernyshev and Michael Misa. So Misa, 2 assists tonight. Lister Rynan picks up the only Panther goal, and that one was from Aaron Ekblad. The Flyers are up 1-0 over the Vegas Golden Knights, and it's Travis Konecny with his 16th in that one. The other games ended already. Hurricanes 2-1 over the Sabres, Avalanche 5-2 over the Capitals, and Penguins 6-3 over the Seattle Kraken. So we will keep watching the other games in action as well, of course, as this one. Let's see if we can find the highlight of what took place in Florida just moments ago. Let's see if we can do this here quickly. Let's see. And this might be able to do it. Okay, yeah, we can do this. We should be able to do this. Bear with me. Give me just a moment to set this up. Of course, those of you, can I do it on the other one as well? I may be able to. Let's see. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. Give me a sec. We got to move this to here. We're going to take a look at what just went down. It was pretty wild. All right, we might have to do some adjustments here. Let's do a little bit of a slide this down. Oh, hello. Can I get some responsiveness? No. Okay, it's right at the top. So let me reformat this, and then we'll bring it up for our friends over on the vertical stream as well, so everybody can get in on the mix and see what just went down. So bear with me. I got to go here, got to add it here, and I believe it is This guy? Nope. Not that guy. Not that guy. Let's find which guy. Which one is it that we can bring up here? Oh, I may not be able to bring it up here. All right, so folks on the vertical, I may not be able to bring it up for you. That means if you're on Twitter, may not be, or on TikTok, I won't be able to bring it up for you. So bear with us while we explain this. So what happens, and again, it's even hard for me to see because it's so small, but there's obviously a, puck goes in the corner. It's a little bit of a backup, a little bit of a mess. Right here comes everybody jumping in. The goaltender here, the San Jose goaltender, he's going to come in the mix here. He's going to come in and jump in. And when the goaltender gets involved, again, this is a terrible camera angle. Everybody is scrapping. You can see the goaltender is in there. There he is. The goaltender comes out of the pile. And wait. Here comes Florida's goaltender. He's coming all the way down. He's going to get in the mix. They're going to come together. Look at that collar and elbow tie up. Little bit of face masking. Flag on the play. Little bit of face mask. But they're going to get in here. And they're just going to kind of wrestle. Oh, there's a big uppercut. Bobrovsky coming in. They're trying to get the masks off. Pulling. There we go. Oh, we got a mask off. We got one mask off. Throwing open-handed punches to a guy wearing a mask is just dumb. You're going to break your hand. But he's trying to stop him. He's trying to say, hey. So Bobrovsky is throwing them. They're tied up. Oh, Bobrovsky's helmet comes off. They're trying to get in there. Oh, misses. Look at that. Leans back. Leans out of the way. Tyson with the right. So he sets up again. Now they're coming. He's going to get the block on Nedeljkovic. He's trying to come through. Oh, he comes over the top like Sylvester Stallone. They're still throwing him. Bobrovsky catches one in there. Still kind of slapping some hands. They're going. Cycling it around. Again, not much. They're more slapping at each other. Here comes another one over the top. Bobrovsky, he's standing in here. So they're continuing to swing. And finally, are the linesmen going to jump in? No, they're still going. Nedeljkovic finally takes Bobrovsky down, and that goalie fight is done, and they love it. That was pretty awesome. I'll give him some credit. That was better. It's no Hextall Potvin, but that was pretty good. So we will enjoy that. Reminds me of two sumo wrestlers. Yeah, that's kind of what it's like. There's Adam. What's going on, Adam? Welcome in. Dreamweaver. I love that song. That's so good. But that's good. I mean, it's no Benoit Superman punch either, but a good tilt. Got to give both goaltenders credit. Because man, that was a good sparring matchup. So we'll take it. So yeah, I mean, listen, it should never happen in the first place. Should have never happened. You hate when a guy gets kind of bumped from behind, and that's really what started the whole thing, right? This hit from behind. Rodriguez comes in. He delivers a hit from behind, and it wasn't much of a hit. That was kind of an embellishment, if you ask me. He kind of hit him, but the guy goes, oh, made it look bigger. You're off the force, Bobrovsky. But it was a good tussle. It was a good tussle. Good for both goaltenders to do. All right, let's go with another pack of cards. Let's see what is going to come up. Sam, we need something. We need a good young gun. We need a good young gun to make it worthwhile. Hey, Trav, what's going on? Welcome in. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we're going to get. What are we going to get in here? Hopefully, it's going to be something good. Hopefully. Come on. That's the problem when you buy these retail packs. You never know. All right, can I take a sneak peek? Do we get? Oh, I think we got a young gun. Okay, Antemi Panarin base. Panarin, he's been notified. Rangers are not going to re-sign him. Expect Panarin to be on the move sometime soon. Matthias Ekholm, Kent Johnston, Thomas Hurdle, and Corpusalo. Okay, let's see. Who is our young gun? Is it going to be someone good, or is it going to be someone I already have? Oh, first we got a tracking systems. Peter Kochikov. I like this goaltender a lot. Kochikov, that's nice. And our young gun is Colton Dock. Colton Dock, Chicago Blackhawks. Colton Dock, I believe we need good old Colton. Have to double check there. All right, Colton Dock. And we got a goal-oriented Kirill Marchenko with the goal-oriented. All right, Lucas Reichel, Brady Shea, Jason Blake, and Anze Kopitar on the base. So we got one young gun. Not really the young gun we were hoping for, but that's okay. Let's go one more. Hey, Rissies, welcome in. Missed the Blue Jays streams. Oh, I can't wait. Hey, Hunter, Blue Jays will be coming back. Spring training is just around the corner. One more pack to go. Spring training is just around the corner, which, can you believe it? I can't believe it. I can't wait to get back in there. It's going to be a different look team this year, but it's going to be fun. All right, we got Strome, we got Moser, Casey Cizikas, Sergachev, Mason McTavish. I believe we got another young gun here. Looks like we got another young gun. Let's see, what do we got first? We got another goal-oriented. This time it's Stevie Stamkos, the goal-oriented. We got a sizzle reel. Toronto Maple Leafs, Matthew Nyes. That's a good one on the sizzle reel. And our young gun is going to be... Oh, nice pickup. I almost bought this guy. Dilbor Dvorsky on the St. Louis Blues. There we go. I'm happy with that one. And then we got Radzicki, let's see, Stevenson, Stamkos, and Thomas Chabot. All right, we got two young guns. One more pack to go. Should we open it now? Or open it at the next intermission? Let me know. Now, just put in now or next. And let's see. Let's make a decision what we're going to do. Patrick says now. How do I do this thing? What are you trying to do? Lala says now. You guys are just as impatient as I am. Eric says nice. Hopefully Leaf cards. Yeah, I'm trying to get a Quinlan young gun. I do have somebody that I'm about to purchase one from, but if I can get one in a pack, it's even better. Get the chop on now. Open it now, Jonathan says. Spring training produces the best spring rolls. Nice. Everybody says now. Wait, Urissi says wait, but that's only one. Oh, we got Billy says next. But the nows. Oh, Adriana says next. Ooh, this is getting close. Go for later. Keep everyone in suspense. Okay, we're going to save it for later. Patience is my essence. I am not good with patience. I have zero patience. I'm becoming a cranky old man, I tell you. Thoughts on Marchand on Team Canada, Kevin? Great question. Let me give you my thoughts on Brad Marchand. For those that have been watching with us for many years now, you know my strong feelings on Brad Marchand when he was in Boston. I thought he was a dirty SOB, and I was not a fan of him at all. I was so mad at Brad Marchand and his shenanigans. However, my thoughts on Brad Marchand have changed drastically with how he has been with the Florida Panthers. Now, some of you are going to say, Sam, that's not fair. Florida's your second favorite team. Of course you like him now. Well, I will tell you, Brad Marchand is not the same player he is today than when he was on the Boston Bruins. We're not seeing him go into the corner and lifting a guy's skate so he crashes feet first into the end boards. To my knowledge, he hasn't licked anybody still on being on the Florida Panthers. Brad Marchand was a massive part of the Panthers winning the Stanley Cup. What he is doing this year as well, he has been phenomenal. He has been so good. Him and Sam Bennett have really carried this Panthers team, while Tkachuk and Barkov have been out. So my opinion on Marchand has changed a lot. Do I still think he has it in him? Yes. Are some of his interviews hysterical? Absolutely. Does he troll Maple Leaf fans like crazy? Yes. But it's funny because he almost came to Toronto. It was between Toronto and Florida when he ended up in Florida. So do I think Brad Marchand is my favorite player in the National Hockey League and I want to have dinner with him? No, he is not my favorite, but I don't think he's as dirty of a player as he once was. I think he definitely has a ton of skill. And him representing Canada now, I'm okay with it because he's shown me the skill that he has he's incredible. He is absolutely incredible what he is doing. And I will back this up, but I would not have said this previously. You know, I would definitely, when he was on Boston, I would have said, no way, Jose. But Brad Marchand is doing such a phenomenal job. So the guy's 37 years of age. He's making $5.5 million. This guy right now, let me scroll to the bottom here. This season, he's played 41 games. He has 23 goals and 23 assists for 46 points. 23 goals for Brad Marchand at 37 years of age. I will take that. I will take that. 23 goals. And a lot of them are big time goals, right? A lot of them are clutch goals. It's not like he's just scoring empty net goals. So I think that is a really, really awesome thing that he's doing. Austin Matthews, who's played 42 games, he's got 24 goals, right? So he's right there. Brad Marchand is right there with Austin Matthews. So it's pretty crazy. So yes, I think I'm okay with Brad Marchand representing Team Canada going to the Olympics. Who would be the better opposing fan liquor, Lawton or Matthews? I don't know. History, Sam, history. Never date your ex. But listen, I mean, you know, Milan is going to be a little bit different. Finally got Leo K cards on both Leafs and Islanders. Nice. Good pickup. This is going to be a little bit of a different Olympics, right? We all know the situation going on with the stadium and how it's not in the best shape, not in the best condition, but it's a smaller ice surface. It's not your international size. So it's going to be okay. And Tone Dasher, no, they're not anywhere near done. They're right in the thick of it for a wild card. So they're right in the thick of it for a wild card. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. So that's okay. You can trash talk all you want. Corkies, thank you for the heart, but I'm pretty sure we're in a good spot. Listen to commentary on Matthews for Toronto lost tonight, and he is captain for the Olympics. I haven't heard that. I believe he is captain for the Olympic team. So Kaz, normally international ice is bigger. Yes. But in the stadium they're building for the Olympics, it's actually a little bit smaller than NHL ice surface. And so what I was getting at, the smaller ice, guys are going to be banging and crashing a lot more than they typically would in the Olympics. So I think that having a guy like Marchand in there on the smaller ice is going to be worth it. Same reason why I think they took Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson is having a great season, but he is a banging crasher as well. And on that smaller ice, they're going to need him, especially when you got the Kachucks over on the other side on Team USA. Where NHL players will get hurt. They very well could, Chris. They very well could for sure. I got the frings, Lala. I got the frings. All right, let's get ready. Second period is coming up. We are set to go. My center card in my Leaf card collection is Doug Gilmour Game Breaker. That's a good one. Here we go. Joker, I agree. What Sam Bennett is doing this year, he absolutely should be there. I don't think we need 3 Tampa Bay Lightning players there. Just saying. But they are having a good season. Here comes Matthews. Toronto has 11 seconds on the power play as they start this period. Matthews turns it over, and this gets cleared down the ice. That's going to do it. So the power play has expired, full strength, 19:33 to go. We're just started period number 2. This is going to be tipped all the way down the ice. Gustafsson out to play this one around. Hey, maybe we'll get a goalie fight in this game. Wouldn't that be something? 2 goalie fights in one night. Come on. 2-on-1. Minnesota shaping up. Kaprizov dropping it back. Nice little stick there. Matthews, or Scott Lawton, going to play this one up. Return for Lawton. Lawton shoots. Big save. Big pad save there. Minnie going to turn it around. Here comes Kaprizov back the other way. He's being watched. Centers across. That one connects. Hartman couldn't direct that into the net. Turning around, McCabe with a long pass. Trying to spring Lawton there on a potential breakaway. Quinn Hughes back to pick this one up. And Matt Martin. Oh, Matt Martin. What a player he was. This over the line. Kaprizov had it for a moment. Taken away. Going to pass this one up. Oh, and it's a little step there. Easton Cowan got tripped up or he was gone. Nick Waugh playing it down. Cowan back to Stetcher. Shoot that, Stetch. He does. A blocker save. Directs that into the net. And it's going to be out of play. Good hustle here to start. No fights. Just get the W, Patrick says. Just get the W. That's right. That's right. We want it. We want it. Let's just get it. But again, thank you all for being here. As you are here, don't forget to hit that like button. But make sure you hit that subscribe, or if you're watching over on the talk, hit that follow as well. But hit that subscribe. Here's a long shot. This one going around in the corner. Toronto trying to pick this one up. Here's Stetcher throwing towards the side of the net. Robertson tried to tip that. Cowan with it. Cycle this one down towards the back of the net. Robertson pushed off. Nick Waugh, he has it. Waugh spinning around. Playing this one back to the point. Here's a long shot trying to hit Cowan. Stetcher, sharp angle. Hits the side of the net. Stetcher picking it back up. Can't center it for Cowan. Flipping it over to Benoit. Benoit goes across. That one is tipped away. Good quick stick. I thought that pass was pretty well disguised. Tarasenko bringing it back. Leaves it for Trinan, and he's offside. Just please no tie. Just no tie. Sergei Fedorov's retired. His number 91 retired by the Red Wings just a few days ago, a week ago or so. Pretty nice. Zdeno Chara number also retired. Zdeno Chara, man, that guy was a monster. A monster. Fedorov finally retired. They retired his jersey. And everyone, all the Red Wings came out wearing the stickers on their skates so they look like the old white skates that Fedorov used to wear. It was pretty cool. Wild playing this back to the point. Shot is going to get blocked. They still have it. Finally, it kicks up and comes out. Ty Domi MVP card. Sweet. Leafs in their own zone. Long pass. Matthews with it. Cycling back. Giving it across ice. Ekman Larsson going to put this one in. Where's the forecheck? Doug, thank you for hitting that subscribe and lighting the blue lamp. Welcome in, Doug. This coming back. Morgan Riley here to pick it up. Has his stick lifted by Foligno, but the puck was able to move around. Toronto going to chip this one out. Domi looking to intercept. Does not. They're going to go line change. Pass across to Middleton. Middleton carrying it all the way into the Leaf zone. He's going to rotate it around behind the net to Kaprizov, who lets it go to the point. Bringing it back across. Here's a shot. That one is blocked. Back over on the far side is Hartman. Across, another shot goes just wide. Big battle in front of the net. Zuccarello, he can't get it. Leafs going to play this back to the point. Minnesota, little flip across. Mini, they don't cycle again. Now they have a chance. Kaprizov shooting. That's going to be kicked aside by Matthews. Nyes has it along the boards. He's looking to shuffle it back to the defense. Gets it returned. Here comes Matthew Nyes. Playing it into the corner. He's going to give chase in here after it. Nyes cycling it around behind the net to Tavares. Tavares back over to Nyes. Nyes cross ice. Shoot that a little slow. And that's going to be deflected up and out of play. Good pass across. McCabe had to settle it down before he shot. Have to shoot the puck. Need to see some energy. Hey, Onyx, what's going on? Welcome in. You can't see me. You can't see me. If it's still having some issues, just hit that refresh. Refresh usually fixes it. Still looking for Terry Sawchek Leafs card. Got him on the Red Wings though. All right, bringing this back across. This in the corner, shot going around. Wild going to keep this one in. McCabe going into the corner. Oh, big hit there. He got crunched. Kind of took that towards the back. Playing in front, Carlo is there trying to break it up. Bodies flying everywhere. This over, Michelli going to pick it up. More bodies go down. Here comes Hughes making a move. Hughes carrying it up. Hughes shooting. That one's going to go wide. Wild keeping this one in. They're going to go change it up. We got a delayed penalty coming up here on Toronto as Tavares touches up. Tavares takes a little bump after the play. Carlo comes over and says, "You cannot hit my man." Tyler Pitlick, a little bump on Tavares after the whistle. Wow. Less passing, more shooting. That's right. More shooting. We need shots. Adriana, to enjoy the game, please ensure your monitor is switched to the on position. So Pitlick coming in with a big hit on Jake McCabe. Big hit. Sturm came in. He gets tripped up. So I think Carlo is going to get the penalty. Those two got tangled up, and Sturm went down, and he's in some pain. So I think he's going to head off and go to the bench. So Brendan Carlo goes to the box for interference. I don't know if that actually hurts us. That might help us. So Carlo to the box. 2 minutes on the power play clock here for Minnesota again. Larry, there was in the Florida Panther game, Florida versus San Jose, the two goaltenders got into a little tussle. Here's a long shot from the point. Wall makes the save, kicks it back. Zuccarello putting this across to Hughes, gets it returned. Zooks back to Hughes. Hughes over far side for the one-timer. Kaprizov with a nice shot. Wall making the save, and the Leafs going to get this one out and down the ice. But it did hit the bench, so we're going to get a whistle. Just need some shots. How hard is it to shoot the puck? We're over 5 minutes into this period. 3 shots for Minnesota, 2 for Toronto in this second period of play. Shots are only 12-10. Minnesota doing a nice job on the faceoff circle in this period. They've now brought the percentages to 50-50. Leafs McCabe going to send this one all the way down the ice. And Hughes back to pick it up. Hughes is moving. Long cross-ice pass. This is going to be off the stick of Tarasenko into the corner. Tarasenko trying to center it. He cannot. McCabe doing a nice job there. Watt trying to cut off the boards. Still with it is Tarasenko. Going to play it back along the wall. Hughes to the point. Zuccarello over to Hughes. Hughes cycling around, starting to close up towards the net. Little saucer pass back to the point. Gets it returned. Hughes working towards the middle. He's going to give it right back to Zuccarello. Zuccarello trying to get an opening for Kaprizov. Doesn't come. Watt taking it away off the rebound and sends this one all the way down the ice. Yeah, you got to watch Zuccarello. He can be so dangerous. Lorenz shorthanded. Would love to see that. Toronto going to intercept. Back to Benoit. He missed it. Going to send it to Stetcher. Stetcher tries to one-time it around the boards. That one doesn't get out, and the puck disappeared. So not sure exactly what that whistle was for. Cameraman, can you do a little bit of a better job and show us where the puck goes? So Quinn Hughes uses his edges very, very well as he turns around. He really is, Adriana. He really is. And Joker, you're right. He is so dangerous. Skittles, what's going on? Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Max speed for Quinn Hughes today, 34.4 kilometers an hour. That's fast. Setting it up behind the net. Lawton in here shorthanded. Scotty, Lawton going to rotate it around there. Steven Lorenz coming in. Takes a little bit of hit along the boards. He's going back in here. Can't come up with the puck. Good job killing off a few seconds, and it's enough as the power play is now expired. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Minnie is still coming. Spurgeon with a shot. It's blocked. Riley picking it up, giving it to Lawton. Lawton, he's going to flip this one up, and he's going to skip it, and it's going to go just wide of the net. So that's going to be an icing call. And this is coming back to the Leafs side of the ice with 13:12 to go in period number 2. SMF, how's it going? Yeah, I know. It's pretty crazy. So Scotty Lawton, a little fracture in the stick. He says there's a break. The referee comes over to say, show me, show me. There's nothing wrong with it. He says, yes, look right here. So we're setting this one up off the draw. Spoiler alert, we already know what's going to happen. Thank you, Prime, for being on such a long delay. Setting it up off the draw. They're going to win it back. Hughes putting this one across. Here's the shot deflected over the shoulder. Marcus Foligno is going to get the goal. A floater is going to go in. Adam, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. Much appreciated. Welcome to the community. This one, a little deflection up over the shoulder. Wall goes down, and he tries to get that shoulder up. It's tipped, and it just sails over the shoulder, a little knuckle puck. That goal was wild, Steve. Just a nice deflection. He got the shaft on it, and it gives the puck the wobbles as it just tips up and over the shoulder. And deflections, for a goaltender, deflections are some of the hardest to save because you see it coming, you go down or you do whatever you're going to do to make the initial save, and then that change in direction right in front makes it so hard to recover. PL3M, thank you so much for that subscribe. Lighten that blue lamp. Welcome in. Here's Toronto trying to come back. Quick shot. And that's going to go up and out of play as McCabe steps into one. Faber and Hughes picking up the assist on the third Minnesota goal of the evening. Marcus Foligno is fourth of the campaign. Wow. Even have my Maple Leafs practice jersey on. Get the practice jersey going on. Have you ever been down to the practice facility down in wherever it is off the Gardner? It's a nice little facility there. Leafs have quite a lovely practice facility. The Marlies practice there, of course, as well. It's a nice little facility, open to the public. But of course, if it is a closed practice, they shade the windows so you can't really see in. So it's a nice facility. We had a game there. We had a game on the Marlies side, but they got 4 pads on that rink. It's pretty sweet. Was it I forget what the building is, the MasterCard Center, whatever it is. I forget what it's called, but it's a nice rink. And by Humber College. That's right, Jonathan. That is correct. In Etobicoke by Humber College. It is quite a nice facility. What does everyone think about how Marner was booed when he played a couple of nights ago? I can't wait, Donald. I can't wait till he gets booed. And rumor has it, I'm still waiting on confirmation. Ford Performance Center. That's what it is. Thank you, Noah's Ark. Noah's Ark correcting me. The MasterCard Center, I think, is the one at Downsview. The Ford Performance Center. Rumor has it, somebody might be in attendance for that game on Friday. Just saying. We'll have to wait and see what happens. How do I do this gamble thing in past time? It's rage baiting me. So you are earning points. Channel members have the ability to do the little gamble thing, but if you do exclamation mark points, you should be getting points as you go. You can redeem to bring up those graphics on the screen. You can join any of the virtual heists that take place as well. Marner the snoob. Oh, Mitchie. Noah's Ark. Yes, I do. All right, let's go. Oh, we got another freeze by Jonathan. There we go. Toronto in the mix. Has this puck hitting the red line. Going to dump this one in. Down around behind the net. Gustafson can't stop it. Picked up by Middleton. They're going to play it around. Toronto on the forecheck. Doing a nice job. Domi in there. Cut it off. Minnesota says, okay, we're going to go upstairs to flip this one out and down the ice. Now Minnesota picks the pocket of Jake McCabe. They're going to take it away. McCabe up on his man. Here comes Kaprizov. He comes in. Oh, Marner's mom. How we miss you. Background on the side. I wonder if she stayed in Toronto. This down, playing it back to the point. Here's a long shot. Pinballing around. Hit the goaltender. Stays out. Jake McCabe has it around behind the net. trying to come through. Marner never makes sure the Tupperware lid is in snug. I love that one. Taken away, Zuccarello. Can't pass this one up. Matthews and McMahon, they turn it over. Here they come again. Minnesota into the zone, cutting it around. Matthews to McCabe. McCabe to Domi. Domi, he's going to carry this one up, flipping it all the way down the ice. This is really delayed. Here's Hughes. Breakaway. Tarasenko scores. Second goal for Tarasenko. Hughes with the breakaway pass to Tarasenko, and he just goes, ba-dink. Nice shot there. What a beautiful shot by Tarasenko. Man, that one hurts. Great goal up the slot, splits the D. Heads up pass here by Quinn Hughes, too. Spots him coming in between. How does somebody get in between the two D like that? 4-1. So they're going to review this just to make sure it's onside. And it is, and it's a good goal. The GM needs to fire the coach now. I'd like to fire the GM now. This one is taken away. Nice little move. Toronto's been on a hot streak, so you can't really blame the coach. They've been playing very, very well. But tonight, right now, defensively, it has not been good. Henry says they have to pull the goaltender. Nice. Can't trap it behind. Tavares comes over to pick it up. Tavares going to get pushed along the boards, trying to work this one around. Nice. Grabbing a stick. Can't get it to Michelli. Comes to Tavares behind the net, trying to jam it in. Michelli comes over and pretty much steps on the goaltender. And Trinan is holding on to the stick of Tavares, and Tavares is giving him some shots to pull his sticks away. So unbelievable. Minnesota, just wow. They've exploded. No Stellars yet. Stellars is not ready to come back. SMF, consistency, you are spot on. Consistency is the problem. Hey, Taz, welcome in. See the replay for the third goal. Morgan Riley did it again. He can play. Yeah, yikes, our man. Yikes. Morgan Yikes Riley. Here they come again, Minnesota, trying to get it out. Still a lot of time left to go. They might be down by 3, but there's a lot of time to go. Toronto going to put it around the boards. Robertson going to play it to Wah. Wah gets tripped up. Maybe Matty Nyes should have stayed out. Consistently mediocre. Hey, Nathan, welcome in. Wall behind the net, going to play this over to Riley. Riley along the boards, and this coming all the way down the ice. And how is that icing when Easton Cowan was clearly ahead of the Minnesota player? Oh boy, I leave you people in charge for 5 minutes and I come back to this. What do you think of the Jays so far, Taz? Well, I'm waiting for those Jays to kick it off in spring training. Cannot wait for them to get going. I think they will have an improved team. I think they have made some nice changes. And I think with Savage being a little bit older and a little bit more mature and a little more workouts, I think they're going to be just fine this year. I think they're going to be just fine. As long as they can keep doing what they're doing. Yeah. This is going to be flipped over. Wild Kaprizov. Boy, is he good. He's going to send this right in front. Toronto going to chip this out. Hughes holding it in. Just Hughes right up the middle. Going to pass this one over. Here's a shot. It's down, but Riley blocks it. Riley gets put in the boards. Cowan is going to help shovel this one out, and it's going to come all the way down the ice. Wild there quickly. Kaprizov sending it right back up. Here comes Hughes. Hughes trying to dance around Stetcher. He has to pull back. Hughes, he's dangling all over the place, and Lawton is going to knock it off him. Here comes Yarncroc 2-on-1. Back over. Yarncroc can't switch it. Oh, Lorenz tried to return the feed, but they ran out of real estate. But we got a penalty coming up, and Toronto is going to go to the power play. Heard anything about Tarek going to the Jays? I have not, Travis. I have not. So 4-1 with 9:42 to go in the second, but Toronto has a power play coming up. Let's see what they're going to do. Rangers, Carson Sos is probably going to move. Josh, I think there's a lot of players from the Rangers that are going to move for sure. Cervelli says Olasek could move. Yeah, Leafs are still in Winnipeg. Hey, Benny, how's it going? Welcome in. Yeah, Leafs are struggling tonight. No doubt. No doubt. They are having the struggles. They are having the struggles. For those that are new, just popping in, welcome to the stream. I know the score isn't what we want to be, but we're having a good time here tonight. So hang around, have some fun with us. Let's see how the Leafs can come on back. If you haven't hit the like button yet, just because we don't like the score, doesn't mean you can't hit the like button for the stream. Hit that thumbs up and help us out. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe as well. Let's pull it up. Let's see where we are at. Magic Mirror, show us what our subscriber count is currently at. 82, getting close to getting back to 5,100, 18 subs away. So if you haven't hit that subscribe for us. And thank you, everybody that has hit that button for us tonight. We certainly appreciate it. We will check in with that number a little bit later. And I hit the wrong button. There we go. All right. So thank you so very much. Put the beast in net, Mike says. Bring out the beast. The Hildebeest. Every time I hear the word Hildebeest, I think of that movie with Sean William Scott and Paul Rudd, which I can't think of the name for the life of me right now, but it is absolutely hysterical. I always think of that movie. All right. 5,100. No, you said 50,100. 50,100 is what that's what I meant. It's not 51,000, 50,100. Not the Sandlot. Trying to chip this down. Toronto can't hold it in. This is going to come out. Bring out the Hildebeest. Let me see. Role Models. That's the movie. Role Models is what I think of. Toronto bringing this one in, trying to get the power play set up. They get it to the point. Now over to the half boards on the far side. Back up top. Spinning it over to Matthews. Matthews loses it. Has to regain it. Takes a nasty cross check. Over to Nyes. Playing it across. The problem is when Toronto's going to pass on the power play, the way they turn their body, everybody in the rink knows where the puck is going. They're too predictable. Toronto over to Matthews. Matthews up top. Riley shoots into the glove. No traffic in front of the net. Leaf power play is far too predictable right now. With McLovin. That's right. That's right. Role Models. It's pretty funny. You heard it as 5,100. I gotcha. Lots of time left. That's right. Gumdrop. We need your special friend to get better so he can play. Legends never die. Toronto off the draw. Riley bringing this back up top. Riley over to Matthews. Matthews putting this down low to Nyes. Nyes to Riley. Riley to Nyes. Are we just going to pass it around, boys? Nyes leaves the puck there because apparently that's the thing to do. Matthews goes and picks it up. Gives it to Riley. Puts it over to the far side of the ice to Michelli. Back over to Riley. Riley bobbles it. Gives it back to Michelli. Spinning it to Tavares. Tavares, he gives it away. Michelli going in the corner. Tavares gets it. Can't get it to Nyes. Nyes can't take it away. Matthews knocks it down. Matthews to Tavares. He misses it. Minnesota being very aggressive to Toronto right now. Pass misses both Nyes and Matthews. Matthews races back to the point. Keeps this one in over to Nyes. Nyes, little saucer pass. Tavares trying to back in. Can't get a shot on net. And Minnesota clears it all the way down. Thank you, number one power play unit, for passing it around for a minute and a half and pretty much killing your own power play. Let's go. Let's bring this one up. McLovin, super bad. It was outstanding. Going to put this over. Hughes is out of the box. Power play has expired. Cowan bringing this one down. Cowan getting pinned along the boards. Cowan is calling for help. Help comes. Waugh putting it back over to Robertson. Nicky Robertson. Going to put it over to Nick Waugh. Nick Waugh. He's a big boy. He needs to play like a big boy. Gives it back to Cowan. Cowan gives it away. He says, hey, guy in the white and green, you're not my teammate. Minnesota going to fall at the Leaf blue line, and Nick Waugh gives it away again. I think the Maple Leafs need contacts. All right, let's go. Pick it up. Leafs, pick it up, pick it up. Behind the net, Leafs setting it up. 7 minutes to go Here in the second period, 4-1, Minnesota leads. Shots are about equal, 17-16. Yarncroke going to put this one in. Leafs coming. Sharp angle shot off the shoulder of the netminder. Back is Lorentz playing it to the line. Over to Carlo. Carlo throwing it towards the net. It's tipped but wide. Lorentz here. He gets hit. And Minnesota takes it away over to Kaprizov. Kaprizov, those big strides. Look what skating. Going to pass it over. Here's a shot. Big rebound. Another shot. And that goes just wide. Minnesota is just throwing everything towards the net right now. Toronto is pretty much standing still in their own zone, where Minnesota is being aggressive. Back in front in the slot. Toronto doing a nice job to take it away there. They're going to flip this one out. You hate it when Wall is in net. You miss Willie. We need Willie. Sad, but the Leafs' opportunity window is over now. Rufio is not a fan at this moment. This being shoveled right down. Look out, Carlo blows a tire, and the Wild hit the goalpost. Brendan Carlo blows a tire and goes down hard. And Minnesota with a glorious chance. Put it off the goalpost. My goodness. I think Brendan Carlo thought he was Ricky Bobby when Ricky Bobby thought he was on fire. Carlo just hit the ground and started rolling around. My gosh. This hopping in Toronto. Matthews trying to pull it free. He can't. He's working Matthews, playing it back. Nobody there to grab it at the point, and the Wild just fighting this one through. Nylander's out with the groin injury. I say we do mud wrestling, and the winner gets Nylander. Shot right on. Wall is down. He has it. They're digging at it. Wall was right there. Ref sure took his sweet time to blow the whistle. They're going to go to another commercial break. Carlo just loses an edge. It goes down. Brendan, go sharpen those skates, or even better, get a new blade, because in today's day and age, that is easy to change. My gosh. I mean, I used to be a fan, but the Habs will win a cup before the Leafs. Oh, Rufio, don't say that. I don't want that to happen. But listen, got to give them credit. The Habs are playing much better hockey today. Oh, I didn't realize this game ended. What other games do we have? All right, what do we say? Jets, Blackhawks, Philadelphia Flyers versus Golden Knights. Which game should we put on here over our shoulder? Devils, Flames. Let's go Jets, Blackhawks. We'll put that on over the shoulder. Holy smokes. Nice save by Wall. Yeah. Ratty, he made a big save. He's made a few big saves tonight, but he's been scrambling. He's been scrambling a lot. It's kind of frightening. It was kind of frightening. But they're going to get back in here. Leafs are going to get one more in the next 5 minutes. We're going to go to the third period. Down 4-2. They're going to tie it up towards the end. We're going to overtime, where the Leafs will win in overtime. That's how it's going to be. Oh, yeah. Groin injuries, meat sandwich. Is it... How do you say that? Is it eat sandwich or Koch meat sandwich? Either one, sandwich. You are correct. Groin injuries linger a long time. They are like a horrible injury. Sciatica pain is sciatica pain is horrible injury as well. Leafs fear the worst on Nylander injury. Leafs Nylander wait for the doctors and x-ray. Hopefully they can do it. Tree should be fired for the Lawton and Carlo trade. Yeah, I don't like what they gave up for them for sure. Prep, I'm telling you, that's the way it's going to be. It's the way it's going to be. One more in the next 5 minutes. We're going to tie it up in the third. We're going to go to overtime, and it's going to be a beauty. All right. Cheers, everybody. Let's play some hockey, shall we? Go, Leafs, go. We got to get the momentum back in our way. We'll get there. We'll get there. Lawton loses the draw. That's a rarity. Wild going to put this one around. Wild are up to 21 shots now. Leafs putting it off the boards. It's going to come free. Here comes Yarncrook. Yarny, he's going to carry it in, putting it off the boards. Lawton here behind the net. Lawton waiting to pick it up. He cannot. Spurgeon is there. Gets it to Tarasenko. Kaprizov turns it over. Yarncrook putting it in. Lorentz shot right on, man. I thought that was it. Kaprizov going to play it up. Toronto can't hold the line. It's going to come out. Leafs whacking at it. Stetcher trying to play it. In the Wild, you're off, putting it across. Here's a shot. Nice save by Joseph Wall. Ekman Larson with this now. He's going to put it over to Stetcher. Stetcher back over. Going to play it up. Toronto going to chip it into the Minnesota zone. Wild defense back with it. They're going to come across. I'm not actually, but the song popped into your head. Benoit going to put this one across. Leafs turn the table. That's right. We're going to do it. Tavares picking this one up. Loses it. Wilds back to the point. Going to put this one deep. Coming over is Stetcher. Stetcher is always giving his all. I like Stetcher so much. Yes, he makes once in a while not a great play, but he's been such an awesome pickup. Carlo should just lay down in front of the net and stay there the rest of the game. Here's a shot. Wall with a big save. Another one and another save. Benoit going to get it to Michelli. Michelli swipes it to the middle of the ice. Going to scoop it up for Nyes. He loses it. Tavares trying to get there. Hughes picks it up from him. Hughes is everywhere. Sails this one back to the point. Mini setting it up. Again, Toronto not pressuring the puck carrier. Shot is deflected in front again, and Wall is going to have it. So one of the big problems that I see with Toronto right now, and I'll use this little rink right here because it's closer to my finger. So what's happening is when Minnesota gets into the Toronto zone, Toronto has a D guy here, or excuse me, a forward here, which is the right position because the forwards should play between the top of the circle and the blue line. The centerman comes and helps the D. One D should be kind of in the front of the net. The other D should be over in the corner, depending on which side it is, and they should rotate. But what's happening is the guys that are up here, they need to move. They need to play this whole kind of area. It's weird. It's opposite. And they're not doing that. They're standing still, and they're just swinging their sticks. So Minnesota has all the time in the world to move around. You got to get aggressive and get up to the puck carrier to force them to make a play. Carlo for Shen in a first. Oh, my goodness. A backhand chance. Wide open cage. They couldn't bury it there. Toronto back over to the side. To the point for Riley. Riley bringing it to the middle of the ice. Now he passes it to Cowan. Cowan, toe drag, release. That goes just wide of the post. It was deflected in front. So Toronto with a couple chances. Nick Waugh can't intercept. This goes around back over to Faber. Cowan is given chase. Little stick in there. Cowan's going to the box. Looks at the referee, not happy about that one. Cowan has taken a penalty. He just got the stick in and under the arm when he went for a stick lift. And coach, not happy about that play from the youngster. Easton Cowan may not see a whole lot of time in period number 3. He was playing aggressive. He just get the stick lift under. And there's one. He goes to the other side. There's two. Kind of, you know what? I actually don't mind that stick lift. I don't mind that stick lift at all. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that play by Easton Cowan. He was being aggressive. He got a stick lift on one side. He went over to the other, another stick lift. I'm okay with that. Don't like that call, Mr. Official, sir. So Minnesota back to the power play. Cowan going back to the minors. Yikes. So I don't agree on that penalty call, but nonetheless, this is where we are. Setting it all the way down the ice. Going to burn 10 seconds. Minnesota start to work their way back up over the line. Going to bring this one in. Leafs play on Wednesday against the Detroit Red Wings. That's going to be the next fun one. Tarasenko playing it across. Mini dropping it. Here comes Kaprizov trying to earn every dollar of that gazillion-dollar contract. He's coming around behind the net. Sending it back to the point. Played aside quickly. Getting it feathered across. Zuccarello coming up, going across. Great passing by Minnesota. And Wall and getting some help, making some great stops. Unbelievable that they didn't score here. And they can't get it out. Here's a one-timer goes wide. Back to the point. Hughes with it. Quinn Hughes, 2 minutes, 12 seconds, his shift time. Back to Hughes. Working this, Zuccarello, Kaprizov, Zuccarello, back to Kaprizov. Kaprizov and Hughes switch spots. Going to go to Hartman. Hartman shoots. That hits a leg. Carlo can't get it out. Why are we still putting Carlo out on a penalty kill? Asking for a friend. Hughes to the middle of the ice. Big shot. Lawton got a piece of it. He's got no stick. Over to Hughes. Scotty Lawton has no stick. Playing in the middle, shot right on. Rebound is there. They're digging. And Wall dives down and going to make the save. Going with the root beer. Nice, Mega. Big stop. Lawton with no stick goes down, makes a big stop. And Scott Lawton, he's just going down, tries to get in front. Actually, on the replay, I think Kaprizov's shot missed him. But a good opportunity anyways. And Minnie coming closer and closer. So Mike, I don't blame it on Wall. Toronto gonna no, this one they can't clear. Kept in. Minnesota walking up, playing it around behind the net. Back out. Faber at the point. Faber throws it towards the net. Another power play goal, and this could be another tip by Foligno. Yeah, that one hurts. Benoit has to get this out. Benoit plays it to the point. Minnesota keeps it in. Foligno had it behind the net, plays it back out. Foligno stands right in front of Joseph Wall. May have got a piece, but Wall, no chance that Wall sees this. Foligno, he's a big boy. His frame blocks this one. No chance that Wall saw this. Wow. Well, I think my prediction is incorrect. Minnesota's playing really well. 40 seconds to go. Here in this period, 5-1 Minnesota. Yikes. Here comes Toronto. Tavares in over the line. Leaving it for Nyes. Nyes in the corner, bobbling the puck. Getting this one back to Michelli. Michelli to the point. Ekman Larson, what are you doing? Tries to go back to Nyes. That one's turned over. And the Wild just going to roll this one down in the corner. Wall sets it up here for Michelli. Jeff, that's pretty much it. I thought I saw Freddie Krueger popping out of the ice. A nightmare on Leaf Street. Leafs going to put this one in. And the horn is going to go. Thank goodness this period has come to an end. Wow. Wow, I think it's about all I can say right now. I'm absolutely flabbergasted. I'm shocked right now. In the second period, your goal scorers, Marcus Foligno, his 4th from Faber and Hughes. Tarasenko, his 11th from Hughes. Foligno, his 5th on the power play from Faber and Yorov. Wow, 28 shots for Minnesota, 17 for Toronto. Minnesota, excuse me, they had 19 shots in that period. 19 shots for Minnesota in that period. Unbelievable. That's why they scored so much. 19 shots. Leafs take the lead in the faceoff circle, 51.3%, just barely. Minnesota goes 2 for 3 on the power play. Toronto is 1 for 3. 16 hits for the Maple Leafs, 15 hits for the Wild. 11 block shots for Toronto, 10 for Minnesota. Giveaways, 10 for Minnesota, 9 for Toronto. Penalty to Brendan Carlo, penalty to Quinn Hughes, penalty to Easton Cowan. Those were the penalties in period number 2. But, man, that was ugly. Trade Marner back to Toronto. No, thank you. No, thank you. Hey, B Disney, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, you know what we're going to do? No, we'll save it for the third period. Quinlan should be up. I agree, our man. They did bring him up. Nyes was a game time decision. He wasn't supposed to play. Quinlan was on the projected starters or projected lineup, and then Nyes decided he was going to play, and Quinlan gets the odd man out. We're going to give away some memberships during the third period. So make sure to stick around. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for your chance to win a free monthly membership. I'm going to take a little drink. But that was crazy. I'm afraid to open this last pack of hockey cards now because the Leafs are not off to a good start, but maybe Maybe there's magic in here. Maybe there is magic in here that's going to turn it right around. Kareem, I'm telling you, hey, if anybody at Nestle is walking Perrier, I love it. Let's do a deal. Don't make me go to San Pellegrino. Come on, Perrier. Get her done. What happened to Nyes? He's been dog poop. Yeah, pretty much. Something is wrong with Nyes. I mean, they've played a lot of hockey. I don't know if he's injured, but he definitely looks off. And I've been saying that for about a week or so now. Nyes just does not look himself. And so I'd like to see Nyesy step it up and get something going. Avery said, do we think we're getting this win? I don't know. It's not looking good. All right, let's go. Last pack. Give it a love tap. Give it a love tap. What do we get here? Little Braden Point, little Mike Matheson. A little bunch of nobodies. I think we got a garbage pack here. But we did get a O-Pee-Chee glossy Ivan Demidov. We got a Demidov on the glossy. We'll take a Demidov anything. I'd like a Demidov Young Gun. Oh, we got an Upper Deck Canvas checklist card. Oh, we got a Young Gun in here too. We got a canvas card. Kirill Kaprizov and Alex Ovechkin on the canvas checklist. Please be something good. Please be something good. Please be something good. And it's not. We got a young goaltender from the Canucks, Nikita Talapilo with the goaltender of the Young Guns. So that's okay. 4 packs, 3 Young Guns. We'll take it. We'll take it. Oh, we got a Connor Hellebuck Cup Quest. Connor Hellebuck, we got 4 inserts in that pack. Connor Hellebuck on the Cup Quest, and man, Connor Hellebuck, he was not good last year in the playoffs. All right, we got a Zach Hyman base, a Tyler Myers brace, a Brett Pesce on the base, and a Cam Talbot on the base. There we go. So that's not a bad haul. 4 packs, 3 Young Guns. We will take it. We continue to get some good cards in the retail packs. Got to remember to go in and make my pre-order for Series 2. Series 2 comes out mid-March. That Series 2 has the Easton Cowan Young Gun. So if you're looking for the Easton Cowan Young Gun, that is an Upper Deck flagship product, Series 2, which comes out in March. So I'm going to pick up a couple boxes, try and get myself an Easton Cowan Young Gun. Although what it's going to cost for the boxes is not going to outweigh how much value the Easton Cowan Young Gun will have, but I just want one. I'd be smarter to just wait and buy it when it comes out from somebody, but I'm stubborn and we'll just get the boxes. Love ribbon cards, but the hobby boxes are way too expensive. They are, Patrick. They certainly are, especially baseball. This year with how well we did during baseball, I wanted to buy a box of hobby box of some tops. Hey, Craig, thanks for the follow. And I was floored how expensive a box of baseball cards was. It was like double the price of a box of hockey cards, which is nutsy cuckoo. And with baseball, man, it's so hard, right? You get these rookie cards, and it takes them a couple of years before they become anything. And listen, I love hockey cards. I like collecting them. I don't really buy. I mean, I buy. I don't really sell. I'm not in it to flip and make money. I'm just really in it to collect. So some of these things, the products are just so expensive. Hey, Rav, what's going on? Leafs are going nowhere. I think Wall's their number 1 goalie, 17 shots, 5 goals. Pete and repeat is good at times, but I think Hildeby and Stolarz will take the Leafs to Stanley Cup. So, Rav, I agree. I think Stolarz will be the number 1 guy when he returns from injury. It is tough right now. Joseph Woll has been playing some good hockey. He's got some great numbers, but the team in front of him has not been good. And until they sort that out, they're going to be in trouble. Morgan Rielly and Brendan Carlo is the worst defensive pairing. And I mean, how much longer do I have to say this? Brendan Carlo last year I thought was a dumpster fire. He was not worth what we gave up for him. I know he got injured early. When he returned from injury, he looked much better. He showed some promise, and since then, he's gone back to the way he was. So I think we got ripped off in that deal big time. Don't like what he's doing. Morgan Rielly, I mean, how many years do we have to talk about Morgan Rielly? He's a step behind. Yes, He is a scoring defenseman. Yes, he's getting points for them. No doubt. We'll give him credit for that, but my goodness, it's just he's a problem. Our defense is a problem. Losing Tanev for the year is going to be a big problem. Not like Tanev is the be all and end all, but that, it's really, really causing some issues. So Toronto desperately needs a defender. We need a top-notch defender, and that's not going to come cheap. So, is it going to take moving some draft picks and a Nick Robertson or the likes of a youngster? Probably. But man, we need to do something. And I agree with you. He's not playing like he's worth the $7.5 million. He really has gone downhill. Now I get it. He's a new dad, and being a new dad is tough, especially playing hockey, but he just seems a step behind. Might have to change the 5-3 score. Only the wrong team got the 5. Now if Austin gets 2 goals, there you go. Richard, hey, take it as you can, right? Take it as you can. But I think that's the problem. When you lose a step, you become in serious trouble. What are we going into? 2026. Let's say NHL free agents. Let's get a list here. Let's take a look at if this will work for me. Okay, so here's kind of some key defensemen that are coming up. Rasmus Anderson, we know he was traded. We know he's likely going to re-sign. John Carlson, no thank you. He's old. Alexiak, we know is going to move. Connor Murphy from Chicago, no thank you. Dmitry Orlov, no thank you. Ben Sherratt could be available. I think that might be a play. I like Ben Sherratt. Mike Matheson on Pittsburgh, he might be available. I like Mike Matheson. I got to check on his age. I like Mike Matheson ever since he was drafted in Florida, but he might be starting to get a little old now. All right, let's see. Michael Matheson. Oh, he's over on Montreal now. Mike Matheson, you are 31. So he's okay. So not bad. That might not be a bad pickup for Toronto. Mike Matheson. Oh, he's a $6 million cap. No, he's signed up. He's not a free agent. So what's going on? Why are you giving me bad news here, the Google? Trying to pull up this list. Let's try somewhere else. Don't like that list. This cannot be true. What is going on with these stat sheets today? Let's take a look here. That's not true either. My goodness. All right, let's look up Ben Sherratt. Let's see what Ben Sherratt's setup is here, because I like Ben Sherratt. He's 34. He's starting to get a little old. 6'3". He is a free agent. 4.75. You could probably get him for a little less. He's from Hamilton, Ontario. So would you take Ben Sherratt at 35? Well, 34 this year. I don't mind that at all. I don't want Justin Hall. I don't want John Klingberg. The one that Joshua has been putting in the chat, which is probably the best of all, is Mario Ferrero. He's somebody that, he has as a San Jose trade target. He's only 6 feet. He is from Toronto, Ontario. He's making 3.25. I mean, he would be a solid pickup. I like how this guy plays. He's not going to get you a ton of points, but I like Mario Ferrero. He might be a solid pickup. Leafs need size and grit on defense. Leafs should not make any trades. No poke chips. Sherratt is in Detroit. That's right. Sherratt is in Detroit. 44 is stubborn. Patrick, yeah. So, I mean, there's some interesting defenders out there. 27, yeah. Mario at 27, 6 feet, 209 pounds. Might not be a bad pickup. Being a little gritty too. San Jose, yeah, I don't think he's our man. I don't think they're selling, not going to trade. I'm talking about the offseason. Who is going to be available? I agree with you. San Jose is not going to be selling. I mean, they're a playoff contender. Why would they sell off some decent players going into the playoffs? But in the offseason, if he's available, because right now he is not under contract for next season, he's a UFA. He would be a guy that I would target, unless San Jose all of a sudden decides to work out a deal with him. So that's kind of my standpoint. Hey, Roger, welcome in. This isn't Toronto Wild, 5-3. Let's see, Sharks. I'm actually expecting them to move one at least possible. They're 2 blue liners. Yeah, so, I mean, they just picked up. So here, let me bring up. Oh, come on. Let's bring that up. Let's look at the Sharks of San Jose, because they are in an interesting position, right? They are in the thick of it. If we pull this up here, so San Jose right now, they are in 3rd spot in the Pacific. So they are in a wild card spot right now, or just out of a wild card spot. They are in 3rd place. They're guaranteed a playoff spot today. San Jose, when we look at their defense, I mean, most of their defense are UFAs after this year. Klingberg, Mario, Liljegren, Desharnais, all unrestricted free agents. Dmitry Orlov has 1 more year. But if you look at him, Orlov is 34, Klingberg is 33, Ferrero is 27, Timothy Liljegren is 26, Desharnais is 29, Shakir Makadalan is 24, and then you got a couple of young guys in Ario at 23, who they picked up from waivers, and Sam Dickinson, who's 19, who is on an entry-level contract. So we'll have to see. Hey, Sim, how's it going? Oh, it's Leave Nation here. Sorry, go Wild. Sim, how's it going? Welcome in. JDA, welcome in as well. Welcome in. But that's okay. Okay, you can cheer, Sim. You can cheer for whoever you would like. Hey, Gerard, welcome in. Have a good one. So you got to think from a San Jose defensive standpoint, there's no way they're making that move to trade. I personally don't think they're trading Mario Ferrero. You know who's not on this list yet? He's not on this list yet. Why not? Hang on. Let me see something. Maybe this is just not updated. Huh. That's interesting. Hang on a tick. Why? Hang on, just trying to figure something out here. Okay. That's why I was looking at the wrong thing. Never mind. All right. User error. User error. And in 20 minutes, the Leafs will make 5 go Leafs. Until I saw your hat. Where's your size? The team is still soft as butter. They are. They certainly are. Until I saw your hat. I was confused. I thought I was with a Wild fan. Oh, no. We got some Wild fans in here. For sure. More Leaf fans than Wild fans, but that's okay. I myself am a Leaf fan. Sometimes I wonder why. No, you stick with the team through the good and the bad. And right now, listen, it's been a good stretch for Toronto, but this has not been a good stretch for them. They are struggling here wholeheartedly, and they need to find their way, and they will. They'll get back in here. They will get back in here. But tonight would have been a good night. Tonight would have been such a good night. Why would it be a good night? Because you have the Capitals losing, the Sabres losing, the Panthers losing, a chance to get back in that wild card spot. So this would have been a good one for them to pick up at least a point. Needing 4 goals in the third period, I don't quite think it is going to happen. Hey there, Dave. How's it going? Both your teams are struggling. Good thing Matthew is back. Yeah, it's been tough. Dave, and especially with the Bills getting knocked out too. It's been a bad bad weekend or bad little time for sports. That's for sure. See how how's it going? I was born into it, lived it, grown it, accepted it. I feel you. Bowen Byram and Owen Power. Well, Owen Power would be a good pickup, but again, I don't think the Buffalo Sabres are making a move like that either, with them being on the wild card slot. They're not going to trade any of their stuff. No Tanev, no Nylander, no Stolarz. They need to be healthy. Yeah, Mike, and they've been hurt all season. They've had nothing but injuries all season long, so hopefully they'll figure it out and get back into it. Wild play the Habs tomorrow. I think that is a must-watch game. Yeah, Sim, that's going to be a crazy game. Oh, how good has Montreal been? Montreal, I know they've lost a couple. What are they? 2 wins of their last 5. But man, they've been a fun team to watch, sitting third in the Atlantic. Montreal has been a crazy, crazy team. Why are the Panthers struggling this year? Badlands, they had been riddled with injuries, much like Toronto. 2 of their top players out till today. Barkov is out until playoff time. He's going to miss the whole season. And Matt Tkachuk has been out. He just returned tonight, and they still got whooped. But their team has been riddled with injuries as well. They're trying to get back and figure it out. So the Panthers certainly in some trouble. Foligno playing the game of his life. Vince McMahon today said the Bills coach, you're fired. He is fired. You know who else might be fired? Leafs GM if they can't get it back on track. Let's go. Third period starts right now. Let's see if the Leafs can at least get one back, get something back. This is going to be thrown into the Minnesota team. Toronto going again from right to left. Craig, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. We appreciate it. I don't want to look at the Leafs defense. The Leafs defense makes me nauseous. Digging it around. Here's a quick shot by Lott, and that's going over the net. Looking at the Leafs defense right now, paying a lot of attention to the Leafs defense, it's like sitting at the head table at your ex-girlfriend's wedding. It's just painful. Here comes Minnesota out from behind the net. They're going to start to move this one across. Long dumping. Going to come right in front. McCabe gets there, shoots it over to the boards. Minnesota with it still. Sending it high, just missing the net. Carlo stepping up on his man. So it looks like they broke up the pairing. Carlo and Jake McCabe getting together now, unless they're in the middle of a line change. Coming around behind the net. McCabe going to tip this to the corner. McCabe loses it. Carlo coming over to help him. Coming around behind the net. Laurent slow to get over. Toronto is just slow moving their feet. Here's a long shot, and it's going to be kicked aside. And I think we got a goaltending change. Looks like Hildebeest is in net. So we got a goaltending change for Toronto. Hildeby in net now. How does that even happen? I don't know. Leafs are better than Florida. They are right now. This is coming across down over the line, shot up high, and that's going to go up and out of play. Looks like a lot of empty seats in the gold section. I don't know if a lot of people have left because it is a little snowy here in Toronto. And for those that don't know, we are in Toronto enjoying all the snow like a lot of you. Oh, I don't like the no-move clauses. It really, really messes you up having so many no-move clauses. Off the draw, Minnesota jumping up on this quickly. Centering it, that misses. It's going to come all the way down the ice. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for making tonight a fun night. Here it comes Riley. Going to give it to Ekman Larson. Ekman Larson to Domi in the slot with a shot. That's going to be deflected high at a play. Yikes. It is a pretty good beatdown. Pretty good. 17:57 to go. Just get one, guys. Just get one, maybe 2. Let's make it a respectable score, right? Make it a little respectable. We'll be back Wednesday night with the Maple Leafs and the Detroit Red Wings, hopefully for better results. Here for a good time. Not a long time, so have a good time because the Leafs can't win every day. That is for sure. We'll be excited when Nylander and Stolarz come back. We know Tanev is out for long term. Hopefully Nylander with that groin isn't out for too long because we know how painful that can be. Michelli up on his man. Tavares is going to pick it up. Tavares gets bumped into the boards. Michelli back to Tavares, taking it around behind the net. Centering it to Benoit. Benny putting this one across. Over to Tavares, trying to turn and shoot. It's there. Can't get a stick on it. This going to the corner, and Minnesota going to carry it out. Big battle turned over. Toronto bringing it up. Here comes Stetcher, dropping it for Nyes, who bobbles it. Back to Stetcher, goes between their legs. Gets a shot, but they can't get it. Stetcher says, if no one else is going to shoot, I'm going to drive the net. And this is kicked all the way out and down the ice. Icing called as Riley's going to come back to pick this one up. Stetcher trying to bring the intensity. Sim. Wow, these guys are flying hard. Hey, Brad. Okay, Avalanche will make them. Who do you think Colorado Avalanche will make play in the playoffs? Who knows? Oh, here comes Minnesota pushing. Minnesota trying to break away. Wall going to poke check that, or Hildeby going to poke check that one away. Comes to Nick Waugh. Shouldn't be this hard, right? It shouldn't be. Shouldn't be, but they're just not skating. That has been the story in this game. Poor defensive play, and they're not skating. Minnesota's winning all the battles. Sending it over to McCabe. McCabe across, shovels it just wide of the net, you bum. It's the white mesh between the red pipes. Wide open. Robertson bringing it around. He shoots, and that's deflected up and out of play. Toronto comes close. A great play, and it's just shoveled wide. Really nice passing by this third line. It was Nick Waugh who had all the daylight, and he goes back to the near side and just puts it wide. And then Nick Robertson, a nice shot, and that is deflected at a play. Sad, just sad. I actually don't mind Benoit. Here comes Minnesota, hitting that red line, going to dump it in. 31 shots now for Minnie. Toronto going to chip it over to Domi. Domi to Matthews. Matthews carrying it up. Matthews over the blue line, playing this one down, going to carry over, trying to chip it around behind the net. Cannot get it past Spurgeon. Bobby Mack. I don't think Bobby Mack has touched the puck tonight. This one going to go around. That's the problem. Bobby Mack is talking about inconsistency. That is him to a T. Wild across, great passing, and they put it just wide. Tic-tac, oh no. Back to the point, Spurgeon working it up. They go cross ice again, hits a leg. Another shot. This one is stopped by Hildeby. That's the main reason his name started making the rounds. Wednesday, the Leafs play, that's right. It's one of the top 5 teams in the league. This is just sad. It is tough, David. It is tough. Leafs missed the net more than my Sunday night beer league. It's amazing. For a team for a bunch of players that shoot hundreds upon hundreds and upon hundreds of pucks, if you put them on ice with nobody, they'll stand at one end and they'll be able to shoot it in the top of the net all the way across the ice with accuracy almost every time. But they cannot hit the net in game mode. I know the game moves fast, but come on. Brulan, what's going on? Welcome in. The game is a little sad. It's a little sad, but that's okay. We're having a great time here tonight. Wild putting this one right back in. Carlo in the corner. Can't get there. Jorn Krok, he's going to spin around. Kaprizov up on him. They're going to take it away in the slot. In Minnesota, Zuccarello almost got close. Minnesota's just playing games right now. Just playing games. Over to Spurgeon. Spurgeon back over. Zuccarello shoots. Lorentz going to take it away. Here comes Lorentz. Järnkrok. They're going to flip this one up and put it down low in the corner. Back to pick it up as Spurgeon. They're going to start it. Here we go yet again. Minnesota. The Wild are just a better team tonight. No doubt. No doubt. Going to carry it. Stolen away. Tavares. He's going to backhand this one across. Nyes is going to race in after it. He can't get there. Puck is knocked out. Toronto thought they kept it in. It comes out. They're going to have to tag up. Back over around. Minnesota in their own zone. They're going to slow this one down. Faber playing it up the middle. 14-15 to go. Tavares takes this one away. How can NBA players still miss free throws? They make millions of dollars. Makes me wonder. Nyes puts this one just wide again. Tavares behind the net to Michelli. Michelli turning, looking, shoots, goes short side. It's off the shoulder and at a play. I think Tanev is the best D-man. Yeah, Tanev is good. Too bad he's out for a while. Hey, Salvatore, what's going on? Welcome in from Italy. Go, Leafs, go. Leafs are going right now. 5-1 Minnesota in this one. And yikes, this is a struggle. What was that? That was weird. It is a big struggle for these guys. It is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. All right, if you're just coming in, thank you for joining us. If you haven't hit that subscribe yet, hit that subscribe. We're looking to pick up 15 friends to hit that subscribe button. So all you have to do, it's free where it says subscribe. Click it. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, press. And thank you so much for helping build our community. We appreciate it. JDA bringing Chuck Norris out. That's what we need. Some physicality, whether it's Chuck Norris, Darcy Tucker, Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker. Somebody get something going. We need some help. Tanev was the Leafs' best defenseman. He's possibly out for the season of playoffs because of the rule. Now, did they officially backtrack him on IR? Let's check. Because if they did not, he will still be okay. Let's see. Did they put him on LTR? Let's see. I'm looking. Chris Tanev, it does not. Oh, he is. So it looks like he's just on regular IR. He's not on the long-term injured reserve, so he still would be eligible. That would be nice, but I'm not putting too much stock in this site. It could be, may not be up to date. Leafs change goalie. Watch how many pucks don't go whizzing by. Unless it's Shaq, then they had no chance either way. Nice. Good night, Prep. Take care. Why are they using number 2 for trade bait? Riley is the one out there who has to go. So the problem becomes Taz. The way he's playing right now, I don't think there's a lot of offers coming in for Morgan Riley. At least not where there's serious value in return. Over the line, here's Cowan. Cowan stretching, they shoot, it hops around, it's in the net. The Leafs score! Yay! 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 The Leafs score 5-2. And a few of the Leaf fans that maybe had 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 beverages are jumping up and down in the stands. It goes off Gustafsson, off the defenseman, off Gustafsson. And I don't know who shoved this in. Was it Robertson? Was it Waugh? Robertson was in the net, so I don't know who hit this last. But yay! So it's bouncing around as Don Cherry says, kids, drive the net. Put it to the net. And this one goes, and it looks like it could be Nick Robertson. So we're going to have to look and see who gets it. The Wild are looking at the floor, which means they're looking at the replay. Could somebody else get it? If they put Tanev and LTL with the new rule, that is true. So they're going to look at this now. It is under review. So it does not go off a skate. It doesn't hit Nick Robertson. So this is a goal. It's going to be Nick Waugh. I don't think there's a kicking motion. He gets his stick on it. Robertson tried to kick it, but he missed. So there's no kicking motion. Could you challenge goaltender interference? Nick Robertson is pushed in. Clearly a cross check to push him in. So there definitely is no goaltender interference. And there is no kicking motion that made contact with the puck. So this should be a good goal. Nick Robertson was pushed into the net. I thought maybe he made contact, but it was actually the goaltender's stick that made contact. So this should be a Nick Waugh goal. Good goal. Now they have it here on the board to Nick Robertson. It should not be Nick Robertson's goal. This should be Nick Waugh's goal. But the Leafs get one back. It's 5-2. Don't call it a comeback. We've been here for years. Try to light it up. Toronto needs 3 more. Let's see if they can get some energy going. Just drive that net. Brendan Carlo back. Going to put this one around. Hey, Kathleen, welcome in. This dump in hits the linesman. Bad break. Minnesota into the Leaf zone, setting it up. Here's a shot, goes wide of the net. Picked up here, working it through. Zuccarello going to leave it for Kaprizov. Back to Zook. Tips this one in. Zuccarello over on the near side. Little head fake trying to get by Matthews. Now he's going to cycle it around. Back over with Kaprizov. Kaprizov, he's going to turn. Kaprizov has it poked away by Matthews. Bobby McMahon, he's going to pick it up. Bobby flips this one in, and him and Domi going into the corner. Spurgeon in as well. Spurgeon able to clear it up, and they get it past Bobby Mack, and they're going to come. Let's go. Turning it around. Ooh. The little color commentator guy who sits in between the benches just took a puck off the chest, and the players are coming over checking on him saying, "Are you okay? You okay?" So that's pretty nice. Players all coming over to check on him. Member of the media takes a puck off the chest. Here comes Nice. Driving the net, going to turn around. Can't get it to Michelli. Second effort gets it to the point. Toronto had to pull it off the point. They shoot. That one goes just wide of the post. Let's go. Put 44 on the wing and Lawton on D. Hey, Patrick, at this point, it can't hurt. It can't hurt. Hughes with it now. Quinny Hughes bringing it all the way back. Being watched by Michelli. Michelli chasing Hughes. Hughes just pulling away. He's so quick with those big strides. Tarasenko going cross ice. Riley, he can't come up with it. Walking out in front. Here's a shot. Hildeby with a big save. Toronto going to gobble it up. He's trying to get out of trouble. Spinning around is Michelli. Going to pass this one up. Watch out. Here comes Tarasenko. Back over to Michelli. He's going to carry it in, putting it off the boards, trying to dance around Hughes. And Minnesota picking it up deep in their own zone. Toronto still coming. Waugh. Tripped. Where's the penalty? Waugh was tripped. Penalty is coming up. Minnesota going to touch. Maple Leafs go to the power play. Maybe we'll see something big coming up here. Can the Maple Leafs find a power play goal? Can they find a way to turn this around? Tarasenko going to go to the box for the trip. 2 minutes, 91, trip. So good hustle, good play. Let's go. Broland, let's see it, right? Let's see it. Crusty old crew, what up? All according to plan. Beverly. So here we go. Big power play here for Toronto. Big power play. Huge. Tavares trying to dig it free. Minnie wins it, and they're going to clear this one all the way down. Riley, go get it. Go get it. Hildeby going to set it up for him. Here comes Riley. Riley going to carry. Oh, passes. I hate this dump back pass. Here comes Michelli. Michelli over to Matthews, bringing it in. Minnie loses a defenseman, blow to tire to Tavares. Shoots, rebound. Can't bat it out of the air. They came close. A little slow on the trigger. Got to shoot. Toronto does not like one-timers. Tavares in the slot. Toe drag, trying to come free. Has it knocked away. Shoot the puck, JT. Shoot the puck, JT. Here's a shorthanded shot. Hildeby makes the save. Picked up here by Tavares. He's going to play it over to Matthews. And it's 1:13 left to go in the power play. Matthews drops this back for Riley. Riley going to play it to Michelli. Michelli going to bring this one in. Riley goes down behind the net. Michelli playing it up top to the point, but nobody was there because Morgan Riley was behind the net. Hildeby comes way out of his net. He's going to play this up to Michelli. He can't handle Hildeby's pass. And Minnesota going to hammer it right out. 50 seconds to go in the power play. Ekman Larson back to pick this one up. Let's go. Here comes Domi. Domi going to play this one across. Cowan going back to Domi. Minnesota going to break that one up, putting it down the ice again. 30 seconds remain on a power play where Toronto cannot get anything going on right now. Ekman Larson going to play it back. Guys, go that way. Here comes Cowan over to Domi giving it away, in Minnesota again going to clear this down. With 10 seconds to go in the power play, Leafs, nothing going on. They had one opportunity to start. Since then, they have not been able to even get back in the zone. Cowan is going to throw this one in the corner. Domi chasing after it. Minnesota hammers it around the boards. That comes down, and that is going to do it. Power play has expired. One shot. Teams changing lines. McCabe going to put it off the boards. Leafs chip this into the corner. Here comes Scott Lawton. Lottie in there, trying to work for this puck. Goes around behind the net. Lorentz turned the wrong way. And again, Minnesota going to bring this out. Minnie over the line. Hughes going to set it up. Now he plays this down. McCabe can't reach it. Minnie again setting it to the point, and they're going to keep this. Keep the cycle going. Minnesota looking sharp. Here's Hughes with a shot. It's going to hit a leg, go over. Toronto trying to get this one out of their own zone. Stick handling it around. Now it comes over to Lorentz again. He's going to play it to the middle of the ice. Go. Carlo passing this one up to Yarncroc, who's standing still. Back over to Carlo, who plays it towards the net. Kicked over for Scott Lawton. Scott Lawton loses it. Carlo swipes at it. And Minnesota just going to lift this one up and all the way down. That's right, Scoopy cannot gain access. Just cannot. Matthew Nyes coming in. Nyes driving, tries to pass it over. Guys, shoot the puck. 2-on-1. Here they come, Minnesota. Good defensive play by Benoit. Goes down, takes it away. Here comes Matty Nyes. Nyes, he goes to pass it. It's blocked. Nyes recovers it out of the air. He has to turn back around, and they're going to pull it all the way back. Toronto's trying to make that one extra pass deep in their own zone, or in Minnesota's zone, and they're turning it over. Just got to put pucks to the net. Minnesota bringing it out. Nope. They hold it in. Ekman Larson holds it in. Michelli coming. He can't get it. Minnie take two. This time they do get it out. Bringing it into the Toronto zone. Ekman Larson watching his man, ties him up, puts him into the boards. This on the near side now. Matthews trying to get it to McMahon. He can't get it out. Domi is there. Domi fanned on it. Now he puts it up to Matthews. Matthews bringing it to the middle of the ice. Matthews leaving it here for Riley. Riley to the front. Deflection does not connect. Minnesota right back the other way. Riley turning around. Going to skate backwards. McCabe coming in. The 222s come to the conclusion that, well, we're going to give this puck away. And here comes Matthews. Matthews to Bobby Mack. He's going to dump it in. Bobby Mack has not had a good game. Hey, Zaron, how's it going? Welcome in. The new power play goes Steve Sullivan, who they brought up to replace the relieved coach. Steve Sullivan's a good guy, good hockey mind. Over to McCabe. McCabe cycling it. Cowan leaves it here for Matthews. Matthews returning it. Missed Cowan. Pinching up was the Leaf defender, and it's Nick Robertson who's coming back all by himself to pick this up. Nick Robertson playing it up to Cowan. Cowan, a backhand across. That is a giveaway. Everybody could see these passes coming. Cowan, he's offside. Nice feed, nice curl. Nick Robertson trying to spot up Cowan for a breakaway, but he was just offside. So close. So close. Leafs need some help. They're not playing well. They are not playing well here tonight. They need to figure something out. Taz, it's a great question. It's a great question. Why haven't they fired Brad Treliving? I don't know who you bring in at this point. And the problem is they're really not able to get anything going. It is a serious struggle for this Maple Leaf squad here tonight. A serious struggle. Hey, Max, how's it going? Welcome in. So this is awesome from a Habs fan. Max, that is all. That's funny. Yeah, Habs fans are loving Leafs when they get beat up on. They're loving it. Hey, Kathleen, can't take now because I'm going to walk in the rain. Oh, no, stay dry. Kathleen, stay dry. Oh, my goodness. This is nutty. This is just nutty cuckoo right now. I honestly, the way the Leafs have been playing it lately, I thought tonight was going to be a better game. They better show up and play much better against the Red Wings on Wednesday. They need to. We want to see a good game. They need to ship Morgan Riley out of town. Yeah, I would like to see, especially you guys almost losing to the Jets. Yeah, no fooling. I don't know what they're going to do with Morgan Riley. I really do. You put him on your third pairing, giving him less time, that's not going to help much. I don't know what they're going to do. All right, Jeff, take it easy. Yeah, I just don't know, what. You could sit him, sure, but I mean, do you bring up a couple Marley kids to play a game or two? While there's some good D down there, that's not really gonna help. I mean, does it maybe teach a lesson? I don't know. Trade him for Marner. No way Vegas makes that trade. It's coming in around the corner. Minnesota trying to bring this one across. Pardon me. It's only 10 o'clock and I'm already yawning. 5:57 to go here in period number 3. Leafs had a good opportunity to pick up some points. A lot of Atlantic teams losing, and it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do so. Kaprizov back to the point in the high slot. Shot going to fan. Toronto going to pick it up. Here comes Cowan. Cowan, who struggled at times today, seeming to get a little bit of action here in the third period. We thought he might sit, but with the Leafs so far behind, they're giving Cowan a little bit of rope. Here comes Cowan. He's going to take a long shot into the glove of Gustafsson. Gustafsson steers it over to the side. Minnesota setting it up. Fan on it. Matthews turn around. Matthews, if you had any kind of energy, any kind of jump, you would have been all over that loose puck. Minnie coming up. I hate how the Stars just kind of float around when they're getting blown out. Back around is Jones off the boards. Leafs and Red Wings Wednesday. That's going to be on Sunday, and it's a breakaway. Austin Matthews, backhand, scores! There we go. Austin flipping Matthews. Thank you. You were slow on the return, but the breakaway pass comes through and you tuck it home. Needed that one. Matthews, a nice play. The leg stretched, a strong base, and it's a breakaway goal. Big time goal for Austin Matthews. Needed that one. Gustafsson is a goalie from Minnesota, and it's Hildeby in net for Toronto. Joseph Wall started the game. And there you go. You got your 25 points on the Tim Zap, Chris. Matthews for that anytime goal puts it home 5-3. 5-3 with 5 minutes left to go. And boy, if Toronto could have capitalized on that power play, it would be 5-4 right now. They need 2 goals. They got 5 minutes to do it. Coming across, keeping this in his Nyes. Nyes to the corner for Tavares. Tavares to Michelli. Michelli in front for Nyes. Gustafsson chips that one away. Toronto trying to throw it to the front. They cannot. It's going to come out. McCabe has to back this one up. Toronto going to dump it in. Let's go. Time to pick it up. Domi gets the assist. Heads up pass there from Domes. Back through. Toronto just playing it through the neutral zone. Tavares over Stetcher. Carrying and shooting. Off the goalpost. Nice move there by Stetcher. And Minnesota going to play this one out. Ekman Larson back to pick it up. Let's go, Leafs. We got a game here. Going to dump this in. If they can get one more. Lawton can't get there. Minnesota going to work this one out. Carrying it into the Toronto zone. Carlo with a little poke check. Knocked it away. Kaprizov spinning around in the corner. 2 Leafs collide. Trying to center it. And that one doesn't connect. Got to stay aggressive here. Got to stay aggressive. Ekman Larson lost Kaprizov. He has the puck in the corner. Go to him, Lorentz. Go to him. Force him. This is intercepted. Playing it over Yarncroc. He fans on it. He's got to stop. Toronto long pass, and Lawton is going to tip this one in. Here comes Lorentz. He's chasing after it. And Minnie going to get this one out and down the ice. Hildeby going to settle it up here for Matthews. 3:22 to go. Expect Hildeby to be pulled anytime. Toronto going to dump this one in. Nyes comes over. He misses it. Come on, Nyes. Here's a shot at the empty net, and Minnesota misses. No icing call because Minnesota gets the puck first. They're going to play this one all the way back. It's an empty net for Toronto. Minnesota has the puck. They're playing this one up. Leafs can't take it away. Finally, Minnesota dumps this one down. Matthews picking it up. Under 3 minutes to go. 6-on-5 situation. Here comes Domi, going to dump it in. Over on the side, Nyes tips it in the middle. Another bad play by Matthew Nyes. And Minnesota with a chance at the empty net. They're going to tuck this one home. Matthew Nyes, 2 horrendous plays with an empty net. Come on. They're up by 3. Matthew Nyes, you should have sat out today. If you're not well, if you're hurt, if you're sick, stay out of the game. Matthew Nyes, 2 bad plays. Minnesota couldn't score on the empty net on the first one, but they do here. Just a careless play by Matthew Nyes. Matthew Nyes, you know I'm a huge fan of you. A huge fan of you. Ryan, yeah, Wall couldn't stop a beach ball tonight. Welcome in, by the way. But Matthew Nyes, you can't, no, never sell the Nyes jersey. I'm a big fan of Matthew Nyes. When you're hurt, when you're injured, if you can't go, if something is wrong, sit out. Sit out. While this game is not the fault of Matthew Nyes, that 6th goal was Matthew Nyes' fault. And they're looking at this. Marcus Foligno comes away with a hat trick. I don't think Marcus Foligno has ever had a hat trick before, but he gets the goal. And that's going to hurt the Leafs. 6-3 now, 2.5 to go. Nick Waugh. He's going to turn it over. Minnesota playing this back down. Hildeby going to leave it here. Toronto has to get set up. Oh, that was so bad. If you're hurt, don't leave it up to the player to decide. As a coach, you got to say you're not well. You haven't played well for a week and a half. Time to sit down. This coming through the corner. Ben Waugh going to pick this one up. Benny going to spin away. Gets it up to Nick Waugh in Minnesota, taking it away from him. Oh, my goodness. Leafs cannot control anything right now. They're just going to flip this one out. A lot of injuries for Toronto, but no excuses. 44 has not been good. 23 has been non-existent until he made a bad play here with the empty net. Minnie going to bring it up. They're going to dump this one in. Hildeby. He comes out, going to rip it around the glass. Yarncroke sees it sail over his head and into the stands. Oh, my goodness. They really had it going. They really had it going. It looked like they were going to come back. It looked like they were in it. And that one just hurt. 13 shots for Toronto in this period. And that one just hurt. Giving away points, killing them. The SMF, you are correct there. You are correct there. With everybody else losing tonight, it was a good opportunity to pick up some points. Well, I hope you'll come back and join us Wednesday night for the Leafs and the Detroit Red Wings. Maybe we'll get a better effort for that one. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Make sure you set your notification bell so you don't miss when we go live or post a video. Lawton going to try and thread the needle with that pass. It misses. Leafs have it in the Minnesota zone. Here's a shot right on. Rebound, scooped aside. Lawton gets tripped up. No call. Just going to play this one out. Last minute of play in this period. Stetcher going to kick it over to Benoit. Benny going to come. Detroit will be good. Yeah, it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a good one. Over the line, Minnesota coming in. A shot right on. That one is kicked aside. Minnie still putting the pressure on. Down is Hildeby. He's scrambling for it. And it's a scrum in front of the net. Some pushing and shoving. The Maple Leafs say, hey, what are you doing? It's 6-3. Why are you coming up on our goaltender like that? Well, I'll take this opportunity to say thank you, mods. Thank you, mods, for everything you do for us here on the channel. We appreciate it. Thank you to all of our channel members, some long-standing channel members. We appreciate you all so very, very much for helping us do what we do. Some more members-only content and early access content coming soon. This shot going to be blocked, steered over into the corner. For those that subscribed and watched for the first time, we thank you for taking part in our community. Here's a long shot. Nice stop off the glove. Going post to post to post. Minnie still coming. Minnie still coming strong. I think Toronto has pretty much given up. Minnesota putting the pressure on right now. Playing keep away. That's stolen by Robertson. Minnesota still coming. 5 seconds to go. In the slot, this is going to be kicked to the line. And the horn is going to go. And the Minnesota Wild have scored 5+ goals in 8 of their last 10 games. They have been absolutely incredible. Way to go, Minnesota Wild. Maple Leafs, yikes, is pretty much all I can say about that. Your goal scorers, Tarasenko is 10th on the power play from Hartman and Kaprizov. Hartman is 14th from Zuccarello and Kaprizov. Tavares on the power play, his 18th from Nyes and Matthews. In the second period, Foligno, his 4th from Faber and Hughes. Tarasenko, his 11th from Hughes. Foligno, his 5th, and it was a power play goal from Faber and Yurov. In the third period, Nick Robertson, his 11th from Waugh and Cowan. I still think that ends up getting changed to Waugh. Matthews, his 25th from Domi, and then Foligno for the hat trick into the empty net from Tarasenko and Nico Sturm. Yikes. All in all, this was an ugly game. 3 points for Foligno, 3 points for Tarasenko, 2 for Hartman, 2 for Kaprizov. For the Maple Leafs, 2 points for Austin Matthews. But yikes is all we can say. Tavares a -2, Michelli a -2, Domi a -2. From a defensive standpoint, Carlo a -2, Stetcher and McCabe -1s. Riley comes away with an even today. 3 shots from Stetcher, 3 shots from Riley, 3 shots for Larson, 2 shots from McCabe. A lot of shots coming from the Maple Leafs D, which is a good thing. That's what we want to see, more of that. At the end of the day, 39 shots for the Minnesota Wild, 30 shots for the Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs do end up taking the faceoff circle 53.7% to 46.3% in Minnesota. On the power play, Toronto goes 1 for 4, 25%. Minnesota goes 2 for 3. 23 hits for the Maple Leafs, 21 hits by the Minnesota Wild. 15 block shots, Toronto, 13 for the Wild. 12 giveaways apiece. But the worst part of this night with the Maple Leafs losing, it was an opportunity where a lot of the Atlantic Division teams were losing. Florida lost. Buffalo lost. Two important teams losing tonight. As it sits right now, Toronto 1 point back of the wild card, 56 points. Buffalo with 57. Boston with 58. So it was an important night tonight. Toronto could not get it done. We look forward to Wednesday. Max says, hey, this is the best game in my opinion. We'll see what happens on Wednesday. Will the Maple Leafs show up? I hope you will show up. We're going to have some fun. My name is Sam. This is the Samwelb12 Experience. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe because we'll see you again real soon. From all of us here at this SB12 Sports Network, yeah, Karen, it was not good. We say thank you. We say take care. We say good night. Thanks for watching. Oh, man, that sucked. All right, we'll see you real soon. Take care. Man, that was brutal. Good night, everybody. All the best.